She's a windy old day today. I believe we're live, people. Should be good. Let's just double check. Now, you may find there may be some issues with the links today. I don't know quite what is going on. It's something to do with updates, apparently, with Google and YouTube and everything else, and the links don't work if you're on an Android phone, is what I've been seeing. So we'll see how we get on. What we may have to do, if someone wants to come in the chat and having problems, you might have to email me. Hiya, Simon, how you doing? You might have to email me if you want to come on the chat, and then I can email you back. So let me just put my email address up there. My tummy's just gurgled. Okay, that should be there. Scroll and tick that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's working. Okay, good. That was working too. 6 comments. People are starting to come on in, which is good. Let me just save that link for now. Copy that, and I'll just put that into a blank email or something, just so I've got it. Let's open up my Gmail up. Bear with me, people. I'm getting there. It's just there's been a few hiccups this morning with regards to links and such like. Okay, well, I've got the StreamYard link there. That's now saved. Let's blow that up. Hi, Pete. How you doing? Hi, Jace. How are you? Hi, UK Dizzy Vids. How are you? Em and J. How you doing? Morning, Andrew. How are you doing? Hi, Tony. How are you? Save you some. Not likely. I've used a different camera today. It's a slightly wider angle, I think. I think it's better. Let me just try and put it back to the old one and tell me what you think. So there's that one there, which should be a bit closer, apparently. Yeah, there's that one, which is quite close. Or there's this one here, which is a bit wider angle, but so I quite like it myself. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. It's slightly higher resolution as well. JTC, how are you doing? I'll put the link in. Now, as I say, some people are having problems with the link. I had problems this morning trying to get onto a stream, and what I had to do was get it sent to me via email, Instagram, or something else. It's something to do with YouTube and StreamYard, I believe. So if anyone wants to come on up, feel free. If you have a problem with a link, let me know, and I'll you can email me, and I'll send you the link via an email. So no problemo. I've got 2 fences down. We had a bit of wind here last night. 2 fences down, and so I've got them to repair. I've been working on a mow just over here past couple of days. Yeah, okay, cool. So as it is for now, for wider stuff, just for chatting, and then I cloak the other one for work. I understand. That makes perfect sense to me. Let me tip it up a touch. Yeah, that is better. Hi, Kev. How you doing? Mojo, how are you? Morning ugly. Sweet cheek, come on. Why can't you just play nice? Did you not have your cookies and warm milk this morning? Good morning, Grandad's Workshop. How are you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Pete from Kansas City. So much draft coming through his shed, it's not even funny. I have to just get this sorted quite quick, I think. So a bit of breakfast. I've just been down the old mum's and put her Christmas lights up outside because she can't do it. Just done that for her. Come back. I've had my battery on charge for the electric start Mountfield, which I'm going to try in a bit. See if the battery's any good. It was pumping out 12, 13 volts, so that should be okay. Done that. I've been working on this little puppy over here past couple of days, just off and on. Not a lot wrong with it. It's about 30 years old, and just started spraying it all up and what have you. I've got some engine paint coming today. It all runs now, so that's pretty cool. Got the exhaust here to paint up. The guards up there behind it, hanging. 38 there, is it? Yeah. Okay, so you're disappointed with the election results. Hey ho. The country has spoken, it's what it is. And I don't think it matters which one you get, you're going to get stitched anyway. So just put on your big boy pants and suck it up, princess. So, links there. Feel free, anybody, if you want to come on up. Just going to eat my breakfast first. I picked another lawnmower up last night for free, which is quite nice. Nice little Sovereign Premier or something it's called. I've had one before, but I don't think I got a box for it. It came with a box, it was not the right box. I might have one in the spare shed. Yeah, hit the old thumbs up, that'd be cool. Much appreciated. As I say, the link to get on the chat may not work. 12 in the house, bit slow today. But it is a Friday. Did someone say I haven't got no camera or something then? What was that someone just said? No camera, Mick. Can you not see me? Oh, you've got no camera. Which one is it? You or me? So I can see me. So I'm assuming it's you, Pete. Full moon. Yeah. So I'm enjoying this toast because I've got a feeling in about a week's time I won't be able to eat it. Yeah, it's a bit Christmassy in here. I'll tell you why I can't eat it in a week and a bit. It is yummy though. Let's go to my channel. Why is it doing that? Shouldn't be doing that. Let's go home. I think YouTube is having a bit of a moment, is what I think. There you go. Let's just go to beta or create a studio. So I know my subs have been mucking about a little bit and really fluctuating. And I've had no new notifications and new subscribers going up and down like a fiddler's elbow at the moment. I'm not quite sure what's actually going on with it. I think it's wind. That's weird. Really weird. That makes no sense. Right, let's go on to there. See what's occurring. There it is. So it's back up. Okay. It wasn't there a minute ago. 70 in the house. 7 thumbs up. That's cool. Right, we're back in the room. Let me pause that up. Let me come back. What am I eating? I'm eating Marmite on toast. Or if you're from America, it might be called yeast extract. It's you. Okay. I'm happy. I'd eat a £2 loaf. Would you? Hiya, Cole. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. How's the new shed coming on, Colin? I see it was up. I think you got the same shed as me, just a tad smaller. Did you have problems with your windows with the perspex not being quite big enough, Cole? Because I certainly have. I have to buy new perspex for mine soon. Hi, Rob McGrill. How you doing? Kev, how you doing? Ramsmo's in the house. Nice to see you. Link is in the chat. Feel free, people. Don't make me sit up here on my own, because that would just be stupid. Rise are doing okay, mate. Yeah, he's doing all right. Last day of school today. He's got another half week, I think, and then he's finished. But this stream will probably be going on to about 1:30 today. I'm going to have to go and pick up little man from school because they've shortened his hours because he only has a better day. I only have the playlist at M&J Garden Services. Smash the thumbs up, guys and girls, for Micks Mowers. Yeah, hit that. 18 in here. Where this weather's coming from, I'll tell you. Got 2 fence panels down, 2 posts to fix. Not very nice. I don't think that's my fence anyway. I have to look at the old deeds. The old land register. I'm only responsible for the end of a garden, which is a bit behind me technically, not the side. But there's an allotment there. So I may have to figure out who's responsible. That was yummy. Do we have a lot of shy people in the house today? Hiya, Tech, how you doing? So, I'll chat then, because no one wants to come and play with me. I understand. So, got some results back from my blood test, which I was sort of hoping I wouldn't get anything back because generally, if you get nothing back, then you're good to go. Yeah. Just pass that light. You get nothing back, which means, yeah, you're right. However, I got a letter to say, can I who's just texting me, snobby photo. This is not going to be good. Oh dear, snob. Yeah, I got a letter to say, can I please make a yes, Mick, the windows are rubbish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some perspex of mine, Cole. I've got I think I've got exactly the same shed as you. Have a look, Cole, see what you think. I think it is the same shed as yours. Look familiar? And they also missed two of my supports out to make one over there and one over there. But mine's a 20 by 10, so technically yours is half of mine, I think. That's right. But I'm going to take my cross beams out, Cole, and put some angle lines up the side instead. So I'm 6'2". But yeah, the perspex, you can just push them out. So I'm going to get 2 sheets of perspex. I'm going to get a big sheet of perspex, about 5 mil thick, and make one panel window instead and silicon that in. Because at the moment, they're just wrapped in like a fiddler's elbow. It's no good at manual based. Let me put your seat down a smidge. That's it. I am just getting link sorted. Okay. I have a link saved, but I know you were saying earlier on, Tech, that due to technical errors, there's an error. Yes, Mick, Windows rubbish. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I got a letter back from my doctors, and it says, "Can you please make a appointment to see the nurse with regards to results to your blood test regarding diet and lifestyle." So it means no smoking, I expect, and I mean go on a diet because you're a fat git, and all that sort of stuff. I'm hoping. However, the funny thing is, 10 by 10. The funny thing is, with it is, feel free to come on up, Cole. Unless you're busy, you're probably busy, mate. I know you are a busy lad. Thing is, the palpitations I was having stopped 2 days ago. How weird's that? Just stopped. So I've been on the old decaf coffee. I'm still on the decaf. Cut my smoking down a smidge, and I've tried not to eat as bad as what I normally do. But I'm a slut. I am a slut for food. I am a food slut, and I am. I like my food. You can tell by the morning on me, by the size of me. No, not diabetes. It could be cholesterol. Apparent. Well, that's what I'm guessing. Because they did take my my blood sugar levels and all that sort of caper, and that was all bang on. So it could be diabetes. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll hit it head on and smash it out the old park. So I'll just wait till I'm being told. So tonight it'll be kebab, cake. I might have a sneaky curry on the way to getting a kebab, and we'll see how we get on. It is what it is. I'm not going to sweat about it. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what they say? Don't eat too much fish. Don't eat too much salt. Eat more of this. Eat more of that. And it is what it is. I moved sheds earlier in the year, and now can't find where I put anything. I got to use having. Yeah, I know. I'm the same. I'm getting there though. I'm just sort of getting there. What I want to do is I've got all my dust sheets in here, plumber's kit, electrician's kit, all that sort of stuff. That's all going to be coming out. Even my shooting stuff is going to be coming out, and that's going to be going in the spare shed. And I'm going to move the kids' bikes up the top of the garden, so they're not going to traipse way down here. So I need to get another little shed for them just to be right at the top. And then I'll have indoor project shed, mower store, and then I will be happy as pig in poop. Just don't go to the vet by accident there, put you down. Right, let's just time you out. Jason. Put user in timeout. There you go, Jason. Morning, Tim, Spanner Man. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Doing okay. So we just see how we get on with the old doctors. See what they say. I'm going in Greg's. Anyone want? Yeah, me. Yeah, I'll have a sausage roll, pasty. Oh, bacon roll as well. But if I've got low fat butter, I'll have low fat butter on my jumbo sausage roll. So yes. So I've got that to look forward to. I think that's next Friday, just for Christmas. So I've got to cancel a few appointments to get that sorted. And the thing is, I feel fit as a fiddle. That's a weird thing. Even when the other week I was down the shoot, cutting some brambles with a hedge cutter for about 4 hours solid. No problem at all. Legs ached a bit, arms ached a bit, like I do, but I ain't getting no younger. But But yeah, no problem. Sausage and bean melt. That sounds nice. And a Diet Coke. Yeah, and a Diet Coke. Yeah. So yeah, I fit as a fiddle that way, and I'm working here, 5-6 days a week, and have no problem. So I'm not quite sure what the crack is. Sausage roll for Colin. Yeah, don't know what it is. So anyway, I've got to speak to the nurse. I'm overweight. I'm 6'2", and I'm clocking at just over 20 stone. But I have lost probably about half a stone over the past 2 weeks, I would say. Because I've been cutting back. So we'll see. There's Techie. I want Techie.
What a pain in the backside.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. Bear with me. Yeah. Did you do a 24-hour ECG? No, I didn't. I think that was going to be next, Pete, is that they might do a 24-hour ECG, but it's only happening at night time. As soon as I lay down, it happens. But last night didn't happen. And night before, really weird. What's the pain in the ass?
The link system. Like, took me. I've had to go through a website to get it.
So I've got the link, which I've saved in an email.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you save it. I've had to regenerate it to get it working.
So can you put that link in my chat and make it work or not?
No. It's YouTube, and I've just been speaking to my techie person in YouTube, and he said there's a known fault between the two companies.
Right. Well, if I got that link there, bear with me. What do I do with it down here? There's a link. If I send that to myself, as a send it down there. Right. Now I've just sent that email to myself, right?
Yeah.
So now
you may have, because of the host, because you might be the host only. Just give me 1 second. Let me just check on the database.
Yeah, no, that link works fine. I think as long as you send the email, as long as you send it, I think it's just Android devices is not working.
It's just a pain in the backside.
Because Jim sent me the link as well, and that worked. But I had to get it through Instagram.
Yeah, I sent you the link as well.
Shout out broccoli, shout out banana, shout out sexy guys. Fam RL, what are you doing? Life is beautiful. You don't tell me that, I know. Edward Thomas, how are you doing? So what's the crack in tech? What's going on then?
I've been 3 days babysitting this dog down here and trying to get things organised.
You're actually frozen at the moment, sweetheart, on my screen.
Shouldn't be.
Well, you are. No, you're not. Dusty Blonde. How you doing, honey?
Hi, Dusty. Shouldn't be frozen at all.
No, you're right. Well, yeah, you are. You're glitchy. Edward Thomas is fine.
Shouldn't be at all. I don't know what. Just give me 1 second. Let me just send something across to somebody.
So if anyone wants a link, then let me know, and I can do it via WhatsApp if I've got your phone number, or Messenger, or email, and try that. But I know there is problems with links at the minute. For some reason, if you go on like my Android, if you got my Android phone.
Well, yesterday. Yesterday, JJ the hunter, it kept logging me out every time.
Yeah, I had to. Jason from J&J Mowers Machines. I had to email him a link in the end, and it worked through email or through text. So I'm not quite sure. I sent you an email, Mick.
I'm just going to try.
Not sure if you've received it. When did you send it, babe? Did you send it a minute ago? Because I do get some emails, and I do try my best to reply. When did you send it, sweetheart? Because I'm not seeing it unless you sent it to me a couple of days ago and I missed it.
Let me just try something.
So I'm not quite sure. Let me know when you sent the email, buddy. Shout out Dusty Blonde. Oh, I'll tell you, Fam is shouting out everyone today. He's on a mission, I'm telling you. Or she. A few days ago. What was it regarding?
Hi, Snobby. Hi, everybody. I'm just in the middle of doing some techie stuff.
Because don't forget, some people always when they send me emails, it comes on a different email address. I'm not seeing it, you Diz, but it could be under a different email address. So either resend it to me again, bud. Just make sure you've got the right email address. My email address is scrolling down below. Noi. That's going round and round and round. So I'm not seeing one.
Right.
So you might have to.
How is Riley?
Yeah, not too bad. You might have to resend me the email, mate. I'm not seeing it. Email address is down below, scrolling. Yeah, it's okay, mate. Hi, J&J. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see your text message. Hope you're well. Hi, Jordan. How are you doing? So, yeah, Riley's doing okay. He's doing all right. He's holding it together. I think half of it's Christmas excitedness. That's half of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, he's doing all right. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's holding it together. Yeah, what was the email about, or can't you say? So I have got a few private emails come through for some people. I don't want to elaborate on that. Oh my god! Sent you a message, Mix. Sent me a message where, sweetheart? Ha ha! I will. Don't do. You're not making much sense, Poppet. UK Vids, give us a hint or resend email, please. So I haven't seen it, so you might have to elaborate on that. So yeah, I've got some bits coming today. Hopefully, some spray paint for this little puppy, which, to be fair, is nearly done.
Yeah.
I'll just show you what it looks like. Why you give your email to everyone? Because people like to message me for support if they have a question and everything else. That's the reason why. So this one I've been working on. Sprayed did all the hood up, all that sort of yummy stuff. This machine's 30 years old. So that's all now done, looking quite clean. Just got to put the exhaust back on, so I can put guard on. I mean, I might just spray it with a touch of lacquer just to bring that one up. I'll resend an email now, mate. Was from my computer email, so may not have worked. Yeah, okay, cool. And I've got to spray all this engine back up, put that all back to black. I've got the exhaust guard up the top here. That's up here somewhere to go on. So once that one's done, I'll then bring in another one. I picked up one last night, as I say. Picked up a nice little Sovereign Premier, which is quite nice. It's just a Sovereign that's been painted black. What can you not fix, Mick? I can try to fix anything. I'll have a go at anything.
Same here. Yep.
I can't fix everything, but I do try.
Yep.
Washing machines, tumble dryers, trimmers, chainsaws, hedge cutters. I'll have a go at anything. And most of it is just logic. Or I like to think it is.
Yep. Totally agree. Oh.
Did you go to Greg's, mate? Mick?
Where's mine? I want Greg's.
Mick, can you cook in? Yes, I can cook, mate. Yeah, I can cook. How old are you, fam?
There's nearest shop to us. There's a nearest shop about 3 hours away from us.
Yeah. Tim Spanner man, me too. Saves a lot of money, does, yeah. Can you fix my computer? No.
But you know a man who can.
Yeah, snobby. All right, email resent. No email as of yet, but you've just sent it, so just give it a minute just to refresh yourself. You are the perfect men. Yeah. How old are you, fam? Just a question. No email yet, UK vids. If it's not your inbox, perhaps it's in your junk. Could be.
Okay.
Let's check the old
There's
spam.
an update. There's an update for YouTube.
Is that under Luke?
Oh.
Yes, mate. Lovely. Okay, buddy. I'll check that link out. That would probably do it. That would probably do it, Luke. But I really wanted the one that plugs in separately, plugs in differently. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Chocolate ring donut. Now there's a thing. Yeah, exactly that.
Definitely.
I'm on. Okay, I'm on this LS because to see beautiful guy. Okay, you're not making much sense. You let the side down. I have a petrol strimmer is not working, and I don't know why. Well, what's wrong with it? What's it doing, or what's it not doing? Apart from it not starting, of course. What's it doing? You know, throw some symptoms. Is it coughing and spluttering? Is it firing? Is it bogging? Is it surging? You know, is it, you know? Let me know.
I see we got a Fraggle Rock now as an MP.
Well, like I'm saying, it don't matter whether it's well, Cole, no worries, mate. Nice to see you, buddy. It don't matter which one it is, bruv. You're gonna get stitched.
Yeah.
It don't matter which one it is.
Yeah,
so
tell me about it.
Whether it's red, blue, or yellow, it makes no difference. You're gonna get stitched up. But sometimes better the devil you know. Yeah. So that charger UK vids.
Just had an update.
Eh? Do what, Tech?
There's a YouTube update. I'm just doing something. There's a YouTube update at the moment. Just waiting for it to finish downloading.
Okay. The battery, although I could probably do that, I'd have to disconnect the battery terminals on it. Whereas the one I really wanted was the one with the push fits, a bit like on a kiddie's battery car. That's the one I wanted. But I think they are 6 volt, not 12. So let me get this one off the old stand. Let's drop that one down. And we'll bring the electric start on back in and see if I don't actually start it now. Because it should do.
Excuse you.
Yeah. It's not annoying. It's not annoying, UK vids. For the price of that charger, that's okay. It's not a bad price. But it's just a bit fiddly, you know. And ideally, it's for someone that can't pull a pull cord. So it would work, but there's no difference between doing that and using a car battery charger. You're in Roffy? You're in Roffy Griddle? You're not. You're a wicked boy, Dale. What are you doing there? What you having? You having a twin axle? The Roffy Griddle. I've not been in there for years, Dale. Who are you in there with? Mick.
I'm bloody hungry. I am.
Mick needs his carb cleaned. Who does? Me do. May have a spark arrestor in the exhaust. All depends what it's doing. The carb, okay, just because the carb has been cleaned doesn't mean the carb is clean. I've cleaned carburetors 3 or 4 times on the same machine. I'm not saying you can't clean carburetors. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that I've had to revisit some machines 3 or 4 times on a carburetor to get it to run, and it makes no sense. So this is the sort of charger I wanted, Luke. UK Diz, sorry to call you Luke. That one. So that, but with a plug on the end of it.
12 volt one.
12 volt, but they go for about 17 quid. A number 1 with extra bacon. Good choice. So I charged this up last night. I'm hoping it's now going to work. And it probably won't.
Right, so that's 12 volt. Let me just check on here. Right, I've just sent this across to your thing, Mick. Your email.
Yeah. Right.
So when you get 5 seconds.
Ash, are you still awake, buddy, or what? You've emailed me, have you?
I've just emailed you, yes. That's the one I've looked at, and the one I've got, the same one, but I use charge my batteries up with.
No email yet as of yet.
That's
There it
okay.
comes. That's there.
And that's got the funny plug at the end of it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah,
That's so that's for motorcycle. What volts is that?
That's 12 volts.
And that's a 1.25 amp.
Yeah.
I know what amps this is.
Don't know because I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
No, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I should tell you. What's that? That's a 12 point. That's a 1.25 amp. This is 12 volt, 2.5 AH.
Ooh, slightly under, but it does the job. Yeah, it'll still do the job. Slightly under, but it'll still perform well. That's the kind of thing I'm looking at. Like I said, I know there's a lot of them on there, so I'll have a look, see what they've got on buy now. Last time I paid a £5 for my last one.
Right. Well, the one Luke sent me is a standard plug, but it's got crocodile clips on it.
Yeah.
And that really ain't really gonna. I want something that the bloke can just plug in. You see.
Yeah, that's it.
Or whoever buys it. That's what I'm after. Hey Tom, how you doing? Yes. Email Mick. Yeah, I've got your email. I've seen it. Let me just close these up. A hair's fracture.
Let's turn it up. I'll turn the fire up. The old wife's cold, so am I. Oh, you silly dog. Oh, put his feet against the damn thing. I can't get off the chair. Stupid dog. Oh. Oh.
Well, that fits on me better.
You okay? You've got a cold. Yeah.
Right. Who's that there? Top Conquer. He's coming. He managed to do it.
Go on,
How
mate.
you doing, mate? Is it Phil?
Yeah, you're on it.
Phil, how did you get on it, mate? You just touch the link on your PC.
Yeah.
Right, that works then. So
what PC have you got?
Pardon?
You got the Windows 7, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's why.
I was going off to think about buying a Windows 10. But I can't make up my mind yet. I'm hearing people saying it's some people saying it's okay, other people are saying it's got lots of problems.
Do you want my 20 years experience?
Go on.
Don't buy it with a barge pole.
You wouldn't?
Well, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it right now for you, sweetheart. Do it right now. Thanks for reminding me. You do have to remind me of certain things.
Got a question, mate.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to try and help if I can.
Okay. Carb. Bow type carb.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fit into obviously Hondas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bowl off, main jet unscrewed.
Yeah.
And then the vapor tube should then just drop out or knock out, yeah?
No. Not on all of them.
Right, because I've got one that I'm having problems with getting it to tick over, and I'm having a real problem getting that vapor tube out. I've got to force it down with an Allen key.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now I've got another one. I took off the main. That's a Honda. Took off the main jet, and that one I just tapped out, and that came out relatively easy.
Some. Okay, so some just fall out in your hand. Some you got to press out with an Allen key or
Yeah, I made a bit of
or
wire. I
whatever.
made up, you know.
Yeah, and some are actually pressed in, and you can't get them out.
Ah, right. What's up inside that tube? Is there any holes or anything, or is it a tube that it just goes in there?
What the actual brass tube itself? What's that made of?
No, the actual brass tube. That's the vapor tube, right? That goes up inside the casting of the carb. Yeah, the tube itself. Inside that casting, are there any holes that?
No.
Right.
So all it does is that tube is set up in, and then as the fuel is then primed, it'll go through the main jet, up through the tube, and will come directly out into the throat of a carburetor. Yeah,
because the top of that tube's got like a dent to it. You can only go in one way. That's right. Isn't it?
That's it, mate. Yeah, only go one way. Yeah.
So why are those little tiny micro holes in the side of that tube, all halfway down?
To allow vapor to go out through. It's a fuel delivery system.
Yeah.
But what you're saying to me is that when you put that tube in, do those holes line up to go into another artery within the carburetor that you can't? No, it don't.
No. Okay.
So the only thing I will say, if you're doing a bowl carburetor, and lots of people don't do this. Oh, let me get one. That's got one. And that ain't got one. Oh, that's a Tecumseh. You don't want that. Hang on, I've got two Tecumsehs here. What's going on here? Right, that one there, I've got to send, I think, to Roy's the boy. No, not that one. That one. That one's probably sent to Roy. Or that one. It could be that one. Right, let me find one.
Well, I have noticed there's a tiny port just inside the Ventura, isn't there, on one of them?
Hang on, my little sweet cheeks. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I'm trying to find one that's got one. And wouldn't you know, half the ones I've got here haven't got them. But I will get there. Do you know what, that carburetor looks suspiciously like the one I need for my mount build. Right, here you go. This'll do. It's not. This is off a generator, but it's the same principle. So all I will say is, hi Doug, how you doing? Oh, there's Ash. Sorry, Ash, my bum was turned.
That's okay. Just being patient.
Yeah. So you've taken the bolt out, and like that.
Yeah.
That comes off. And then in there you got a main jet in you, yeah?
Yeah.
You put a little something in there, poke it down, clean that out, file it out, all that sort of good stuff.
Yeah, the main jet itself, unscrewed out, yeah.
Yeah, you take the main jet out and you fold that out.
Yeah, clean that out, yeah, with a point with some cleaners.
Yeah, okay, cool. And you've taken the tube out.
Yeah.
And you've cleaned those holes all out. That's all working fine.
Yeah.
The only other thing I will say on these carburetors, I have a little tiny screw just here.
Right.
Okay? And that's a bit like a tuning needle. So if I take this one out, there it is, like that.
Yeah, recognise that.
Yeah, take that out and then clean that port out.
Okay.
Clean that port out. Lots of those ports get bunged up. Lots of them.
That's right.
Right.
And lots of people don't take that out and free that one up. If that one's not freed up, that carb won't run.
Where does that port? Where does that hole go to?
Comes out just on the
right
on the side. Let me see if I can get it to. Yeah.
Is that motor side or filter side?
That will be filter side.
Right.
Filter side. Right where your hang on, no, fuel line in. No, motor side. Well, it depends. It can differ. This is off a generator.
Okay.
So it can differ, but there's a little tiny screw that comes out. So it's a slow running jet effect, fuel mixture jet.
Right.
But so many of those don't get cleaned. So many.
Okay.
So when I clean a carburetor, I take the bowl out. I clean that up. I take the main jet out. I file that. I take the tube out, clean that, spray up through, spray it back down through. And if you get a straw off of a carb cleaner, heat it up ever so slightly, and put a little bend in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can then go in through, and then you can then shoot it down the back end of a carburetor as well. So it actually shoots down the tube.
Okay.
So get yourself a little straw and bend it up to a right angle.
Right.
And then you get right down in there. Then take out your mixer jet out the front, clean that one up. And then obviously take your float off, your pin out, and clean your inlet out as well. You can also then take this one out. The big black screw sits under your idle.
Yeah.
Take that out, clean that one up as well, and all the ports on that as well.
Okay.
I've got loads of. While you UK vids, no worries, it's fine. Catch later on. I mean, a bowl style carburetor shouldn't be giving you much grief.
Right.
Shouldn't be. Now, all I will say is some bowls that give me a little bit of grief is when I'm cleaning and filing, I will take off a hair's breadth of material out of the main jet. A hair's breadth, it's barely even taking material off. You're just like cleaning the brass back up.
Yeah.
But don't be frightened of filing it just to open that port back up.
Because I looked at even buying a new jet because they're not expensive. They're only about $5.
Don't be doing none of that.
Yeah.
Don't be doing none of that. If you got a filing system like what I use, that's all I use. One of these.
Yeah, I got exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shouldn't be getting any issues, mate. Just take a bit more material off than what you would like. That's what I do.
All right.
Especially on the new Briggs and Strattons, the 45Es and 450Es. Sorry, the 350s and 450Es, the one with the new primer plastic carburetors, which I'm not a fan of. Those jets, especially the main jet, within about a year and a half, that it won't get plugged, but you'll get build up of material actually in the jet housing. And if you just drill it out or file it out a bit rougher than what you normally would, you'll increase the flow just a hair's breadth enough just to get it to go.
I'll have a play with that then. Okay.
So try that. But you shouldn't be looking at buying new jets. The hardest thing is getting the sodding thing out. You know, I've had it before where I can't get the tube out, and I've had to rely on carb cleaner or an ultrasonic cleaner to do that. Have you got an ultrasonic cleaner?
Yeah. I've got a carb out there at the moment. It's ready to start. I stripped it down last night, but it's too damn cold to mess around. So I thought I'd have a play with it this morning.
And what do you cook at? What temperature?
Is it 80? Is that too hot?
Warm. Yeah, a bit warm. I'll go about I go at 60.
60, all right.
Degrees, about 15-20 minutes each side.
Right, okay.
And what do you use to clean?
I bought some it's I can't remember what it's called now. It is a cleaner, especially for engines and stuff.
Okay, I just use washing up liquid.
Yeah.
That's all I use, mate.
Okay, so I wanted to be respectful and not talk while Mick was helping you out. But I want to let you know you actually have two small engine mechanics here, Mick and myself. And we're both eager to help you out. And this also marks the first time being on Mick's Live. The camera.
It does.
Yay.
It does, Ash. It does.
And you listen to Mick because everything he said was absolutely accurate. Great advice.
You shouldn't be getting any grief from a bowl style carburetor if it cleans properly. You'll get more grief. Apart from one of these, you'll get grief from one of these ones.
All right.
You'll get grief from one of them.
I ain't got one of them.
Yeah. Trust me, you don't want one of them.
No.
They're just a poor priming system. But a Honda or a Honda wannabe or whatever it is like that, then just what I do with mine is my files I use. I can pretty much tell you which one it is because it's bent. So that's the one that I file generally just to clean that one there because it's bent. But I then take it up to this little puppy, which it does fit, but you have got to encourage it.
Right. How many is it in from the end, Mick?
Say again.
How many is that file in from the end on the set?
It's going to be. This is saying, and it's not the finished one, which is weird. Second one in, second and third one in.
All right, I'll have a look at that on mine.
Just take a touch off. You'll feel it. You'll feel. You know the one that goes in really well.
Yeah.
Next one. It's the next one up.
Right, I'll have a look at that.
And then if you've got air compressor.
Yeah.
So you've got all the toys, bruv. You shouldn't be getting any grief. So what's it doing?
It won't tick over.
It won't idle. So it starts, revs up, and drops.
It won't tick over. It will run, but it won't tick over. It just stops.
Okay. Have you tried adjusting the tick over?
Well, that small jet there, that when talking about all the actual.
No, just the idle.
Purely on the throttle. Yeah. Yeah, I could. I suppose. Yeah, you're right. I could just add that up a tag.
It could be that you've taken it apart, and you've taken it apart to clean it, and you haven't screwed that tick over back in. Just another thread can make all the difference.
Right. Yeah. I tried to count the threads, but you're right. I mean,
what you should be doing is making notes of how many turns, all that sort of stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But what you've got to remember is that mower hasn't come to you from the factory, has it?
Far from it.
so someone you get what they call screwdriver elves, and they have a little bit of a tinker, you see.
Screwdriver doctors, they call them in the UK as well.
And, so get it running. Adjust your tick over to about halfway, so it's going to rev its head off. Right.
Yeah.
Get it running, and then set everything to idle on the throttles if it's got that. And then just back her down. Just back her down to just before she starts to drop out, and then leave it, and just see how that runs. If it don't do that, then go back to the carburetor, and it sounds like you could possibly have a fuel delivery issue. However, if the machine is running at normal speeds, 36 RPM, and it's running, you don't have a fuel delivery issue.
Yeah.
Because it's running.
Yeah, of course.
It sounds like you have a carb adjustment issue.
Yeah, I'll have a go back to that because there's 5 out there now that I've done. That one.
Oh, send them over to me.
They're all running apart from this one. What I have got to do is drain the oil and the fuel out of them for the winter because they're not going to get sold now until the spring, and I want to make sure all the fuel's out of them before it starts clanging up again.
Well, I mean, I recommend 2 things to do. And I've been in the game quite a few years, as you know. I recommend draining right out, and especially bowl style carburetors, undo the 10mm nut at the bottom.
Yeah.
Let it run right out. Because so many people drain the fuel out the system, and then they leave about that much petrol in the bottom of the bowl. And the first pull you do sucks it up. So drain your tank out, and then undo your 10mm nut at the bottom, and let that all run out the bottom. There, then your carburetor's empty.
Yeah, because that drain hole will leave it. If you just use the drain nut on the bottom there, you won't get rid of all of it, will you?
Exactly that. You got to take the bowl nut off.
Yep.
So
good advice. Thanks, Mike.
No worries. I recommend doing that. Or I tell you, let your tank run down to about quarter, and then every 3 weeks, just put a bit of petrol in.
Yeah, that works too.
3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just leave it quarter full.
Just put some petrol in it, a little bit about quarter full.
Yeah.
And every 3 or 4 weeks in December, January, February, and March, go outside, run the lawnmower up, 3 or 4 minutes, pack it away.
Exactly.
Saves messing around. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I do that quite regular because you know by the time sort of January comes, I'm looking at 45 mowers. So to drain them all out is a bit of an arse ache. It's easy just to keep putting petrol in them
Yeah.
and just keep firing them up. I look like a bit of a dick on Christmas Day firing 40 lawnmowers up, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Great way to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
I shan't be here. We're away, but we're going to sunnier climes.
How long are you away for?
17 nights. We're off to do down to Cape Town.
It's perfect. So just the day before you go away, run them up, fresh fuel in. When you come back next day, run them up.
Sort it out. Yeah, good idea.
Otherwise, you know, because fuel goes bad after about 30 days, starts to break down. So you've got 30 days. You've got 30 days grace, and sometimes you get like an engine come in, and you smell the fuel and you think, oh, smell that. It's like varnish. You put in half a litre of good fuel on top of it, give it a bit of a swirl around, give it 3 or 4 pulls, and it go.
Yeah. Funny enough, I cleaned out a tank only the other day, and it was full of mosquitoes and Christ knows what else in there.
A Briggs engine with fire on that.
It runs on it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I would look at doing the adjustment on the tick over first. If that's not doing it, you could possibly go and look at the governor arm and adjust that back a touch. But generally, the governor arm is more for higher rev stuff. To increase the revs.
I wouldn't mess with that.
Yeah, not really. Sometimes there can be some fine adjustment, but like I say, anyone could have got to it, so they might have adjusted it. But if it's just not ticking over, you can just creep it up. Some engines they like to hunt at very low revs, and especially like the SV150s, they're notorious for hunting at the low end rev. And just by making it tick over just a hair's breadth more, gets rid of a hunt. Oh, it's running a bit faster, but the first thing someone's going to do is fire it up and put it on full throttle anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. I can't think anybody really want to tick over, to be honest with you. Makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly that.
So, all right, thank you.
No, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for. And Ash, he's a mechanic. So let's try and fire this little sweetheart up. Now I've charged the battery up. She should. Let me spin around. She should fire up off the key.
Mick, I love your Christmas lights back there. They're pretty.
I know, they're cool. They're cool.
Yeah.
All right, on the choke. Special key goes in. Oh, yeah. Mine ticks over.
Starts pretty fast too.
It's not bad. I think the starter could do a bit of a clean.
Just use a little bit of that WD-40, Mick.
Yeah, don't want to start now. It could be the key. Choke. Come on, baby. Right, happy with that. That now starts on the key. So I might just take the starter motor off and just clean the contacts up with some specialist contact cleaner.
Yeah, with the hesitation it had.
Say again, Ash.
With the hesitation it had, I think it's more the starter than the switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, this is what happens when you leave the back door wide open.
Oh my gosh.
Don't tell me you got stuff to do today. Yeah, come on up, sweet cheeks. There he is.
Oh my word.
How you doing, big un? You all right?
Good. How are you?
Hello there.
Yeah, not too shabby. Just
I say good morning all because it's still dark out and it's 0 dark 6.
0
15.
dark 6. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
at we're nearly we're 7:30.
Yeah, I've got my cup of tea.
How you doing, Zip?
Good, good.
Have you got stuff to do today?
Just laundry.
Oh, day off. Oh yeah.
Just laundry. Yeah, been working
Cool.
hard at it all week. Plus, I got a couple videos out of XXX. So
Yeah, I did see some of them.
Yeah.
I saw some videos. It's nice to see. I'm actually out of videos now. I need to get I've been busy doing mowers on live streams, which is okay, but it's not a repair video. So I need to get back into doing some normal videos, especially over Christmas. I want to take 2 weeks off if I can, and on videos anyway, and chill out. But I just managed to get that one started off the key now. That electric start one.
Yeah, I just caught it. Just caught it.
I think the starter's a little bit sticky, so I might add that off and give it a bit of a clean up.
Yeah.
Just
Morning, M and J. Hi, Snobby.
It's weird that you don't have the names of the people under the cams there, Mick.
He can select that.
I have the choice. I can just get rid of that and then boom.
There we are.
So I can do that.
CCN nerd. Yes. Hello again.
I can do that.
Mick,
You
I wanted to ask
who
you,
I was before the words.
who did your intro, Mick? Your Micks Mowers that shows up?
Me.
You?
Me.
Well, aren't you just handier than I am when it comes to tech?
Oh, that hurts. Oh my Lord! I'll have you know.
That was actually a compliment because
no, it was not. I'll have you know. I am a unqualified Briggs and Stratton mechanic.
I can work on the engines and stuff like that, but when it comes to doing intros, adding music to my videos and stuff like that, I don't know if I just don't have the time for it, so I don't bother to learn it or what it is. But
okay, so the software that I use is free, and it's not difficult. There are videos on how to use it. The only thing to watch out for is copyright. Hence why I don't have music on my intro. I just have dramatic sound. And it's called Panzoid, which is the software. And you just if you clicked onto YouTube and punched in how to make a YouTube intro, I think it's one of the first or second ones. It's a Panzoid software, and it tells you exactly how to do it step by step. And before you know it, it'll be spanking.
Yeah, definitely.
I did Snobby Scrap Pickers as well for him. His one I've done for him the other week. I've done Roy's of Boys as well. Although he has changed of colour on his, I noticed, so he's been in Panzoid. A bit of a muck about on his. But,
I've only been on YouTube for 12 years. It's probably about time I get my.
Wow. What is it you want? Is it you want just Zippo put on there, or what is it?
I haven't even really given it a whole lot of thought, but something to do with my logo maybe, or just Zippo Varga popping up something.
Okay, I'll try and make you something. The problem is that I don't know what's in there, what you want. The reason I chose Snobby's one and what I thought he would like is it has like metal in it, and he's a scrapper, so I thought he would appreciate the sunny side. He may change that in a week or in 2 years or whatever for something different, but I'll have a look, see what there is.
Just anything's better than nothing, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And then you use GoPro Studio, do you?
I used to use GoPro Studio. Now I use the paid version, the pro version of Windows Movie Maker.
Okay, I only use GoPro Studio. That's all I use.
You know, I didn't know that Windows had a pro version. I thought there was just one version of Windows Movie Maker.
And it's only $10 to purchase it, and it's pretty good. I mean, I was having a lot of buffering problems and a lot of encryption problems with my GoPro Studio because my videos, and that's all I use is GoPros. But GoPro Studio, at least over here in the U.S., is no longer supported. There are no more updates for it. Nothing.
That's
All right,
strange.
I just had an update for mine a little while ago. When I first started using GoPro Studio, it was very glitchy. But now it's not. But I tell you what I do. I do two things on my studio. The first thing I used to do, and I still do a bit of it, is I record my videos in about 2 minute sections. So I'll get onto something and I'll say, I'll get this done and I'll be right back. I then turn my GoPro, turn it off, and then I'll go on to the next shoot. And then I'll just stitch them together, fade them in, fade them out.
Yeah.
Or I keep it up to around about 5 minutes. The problem is with 5 minutes is that if you drop an F-bomb or you whack yourself with a hammer and you say a few chosen hymns, it takes a bit of editing to get that out. So that's why I tend to keep most of my video clips to about 2 minutes. That way I can split it into a minute section and it uploads a lot quicker and edits a lot quicker as well.
Yeah. Well, you see how I kind of get an idea how I do mine. I'll do a couple minutes of something, just do an intro, which usually doesn't have anything at all to do with the job at hand, and then I get on into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes when the camera's just rolling for 14, 15 minutes, and I want to keep all that content. There's good in all of it, and I'm pretty good at holding my tongue, and I haven't, knock on wood, smashed a finger in quite a while, so I haven't.
That happens regular in here, and I regularly have to edit stuff out because I drop the F-bomb in there. Hi, Monica. How you doing, hon? 3 a.m. here, just getting into bed. All right, get comfortable, sweetheart.
I'd get nothing recorded if I had tried to video me. All you see is me ass looking for whoppers and bolts on the floor.
The good thing about Bruce is that sometimes Bruce is raw. It's what it is, and you can see when the frustration is getting high, because it does.
Right.
And you can see back in a minute, and he just turns it off. And whilst he fights.
But one thing that Bruce Pender also does is he'll just mute a section. He'll make an edit where he mutes it, where he's still there. Yeah. Doesn't cut it. He's just muted his sound.
It's because he's cussing.
Yeah, because he's cussing. Yeah.
He gets frustrated, but he's learning, and he's humble about his mistakes, which I try to. I do my best to do the same thing. Everybody makes them. So
the thing is that I do try and show a lot of what you see on my channel is what it is. I don't edit stuff where I've made a mistake or put something on back to front. I leave it in there and I say, yeah, that's on back to front, stupid me. Or so people learn. Otherwise, they're going to watch a video and then put it on back to front first. So what you see is what you get, and not all the machines fire up. And if I don't fire up, then I will come. I've had about 4 or 5 failed videos this season where stuff is not fired up.
Yeah.
So many other people I see, and there's telltale signs. When I started up that Mountfield just the other day, that one I sprayed up, it fired first pull and started first pull, which to some people would be, oh yeah, don't give me that. It's been tipped up on its side, it's been turned upside down, stripped apart, and it fires first pull. Yeah. But did you see how much smoke came out of it? Because
initial start, you had oil running in the cylinder.
Exactly that. It's original start. I've seen some videos where people have been mucking about the lawnmowers, and they pull it and it fires first pull, and there ain't an ounce of smoke, not an ounce of it. And I'm like, yeah, you don't give me that. You've been fighting for half an hour trying to get that thing to start, So some people are like that. I'm certainly not. If it don't want to start, then we come back to it and we try and figure out why it ain't starting.
Yeah. Let me attend to the people over here in the chat. Good morning, Monica. How do, Bama? 6 a.m. here. And who else do we have here? Pete. Good morning, Pete.
Yeah, Pete's late. He's normally late. He gets deducted 5 points for being late all the time. But I mean, lots of people have made comments about my channel saying how natural it is and how it is what it is, and that's what I like. There's no glossing it over. If a machine don't want to fire, it don't want to fire. The only thing you won't see me do twice is if I get a machine in and pull the cord and it snatches my hand back, I will tell you it's snatching my hand back, and I'm not pulling it again for love nor money. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
That last mower you were working on, it wouldn't start because you had the primer bulb had a hole in it.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I had it here actually. I think I might have binned it. Exactly that. You saw me priming it and priming. I did the carburetor on it and priming it, and then eventually I pushed it in and my finger got wet. So that was a clue. It is what it is. You know, there's no point in lying. People want to come to see how to fix a problem. So why hide it?
Yeah, and then it was a funny part when you stuck the screwdriver in the hole, though. That was a laugh.
It happens. I had it with I think I was working on a 2-stroker. It could have been a strimmer or a hedge cutter. I cleaned the carburetor twice, maybe even 3 times. I did the gaskets diaphragm on it and this, that, and the other, and it still would not even fire. And then all it was is right at the top of the primer bulb on a 2-stroker, which I should have plenty in my old store. Somewhere. I need to label my stuff.
The gas around here with the ethanol content eats the primer bulbs like crazy. I swap out. I usually keep a couple dozen primer bulbs on hand all the time.
Yeah, it's worth doing.
Yeah. That ethanol kills the diaphragms in 2-cycle carburetors too.
Yep. Oh, it kills everything.
Even the fill line. I had a mower brought into me once, and the entire fill line was deteriorated. It was leaking out like a sieve.
And you could pinch it and it would just stay together. It just turns into gum.
Yeah.
Come back, Sparky.
Sparky.
Thank you. Just refilled this.
Yep.
Carburetors. So
There's like a minus 23 in this room at the moment.
So on most 2-stroke carburetors,
That's chilly.
the hole that I find is right on the top, right where they put a number 8 or something. They press it on there, and normally it just comes straight out of there. And unless you can physically see it, you ain't going to spot it. And that's the reason why that carburetor would not fire. So what I done was I took the primer bulb out and I put it on a shiny surface on the top, primed it, and if it stays down suction wise, then it's a good primer. And this kept popping up, so I put a new primer bulb in it, and away she went.
Took care of it.
But these are all the things that we do. Mick, send a link to Hangouts. Yes, Doug, I can do that.
There's one up, just a couple comments there, Bama.
At the moment, Zip, there's a problem with Android or Apple or something, and it's not letting you do it.
No, it won't let you scroll back up.
No, it won't let you. It just says go to channel. There's an issue at the moment.
Yeah, the reason that I was up at 6 a.m. this morning is right down here, and it's back asleep again, so I'm waking its butt up.
Tim,
Hello. You
Hang
woke
on.
me up this morning.
Doug Sweet.
Tim the Spannerman. Yes, there is ethanol-free.
I'm going to drop out for a while, guys. I've got some stuff to do. Okay.
All right. No worries.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What I was going to say, the computer nerd. Anyway, I'm going to nickname you, right? There's one nickname that's going to be just for you. The PC guy.
The PC guy.
I like it.
Right.
Why?
Because it's easy to say than the computer nerd. You know what I mean?
I just called him Ash.
Ash, yeah, but if I call him Ash Tray, you know what I mean? He's going to get annoyed.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't, because I'd just do that. I mean, he wouldn't hear you, and he wouldn't get annoyed. That's what would happen.
So yeah, Tim, there is ethanol-free fuel in the USA, but the problem is it's more expensive and it's harder to find. It's not at every gas station. Yeah.
I know. Well, got it. Shit.
Yeah. Around me, there's two. There's one Shell gas station that sells ethanol-free V-Power. And morning, Papa Doug. And Phillips 66 has 116 octane race fuel. That's like $8 a gallon.
Oh yeah, that's too expensive. You can't afford that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get the VP in 5 gallon, and if you're careful with it, when you're working on other people's stuff, you don't need a whole lot of it, and you don't have to worry about them leaving it sit if it's getting towards the end of the season for storage. Put a little bit of that in there, get their equipment serviced and ready to go and off and running. But I've had really good luck as of late with Stabil's new product, which is the Stabil 360 for small engines. It protects the open air areas as well as treats the fuel. I've not had any issues with it whatsoever. The older Stabil, I couldn't say that. The older Stabil didn't do anything for the ethanol whatsoever.
Yeah, I use Startron and it works really well.
Yeah, they have reformulated it and it works good. Seafoam also does a good job, but
I actually use that to enhance the gas. Like if the gas is starting to go bad, you put a few ounces of Seafoam, a couple gallons of gasoline, restores it, engine burns off of it just fine.
Yep. How you doing this morning, Doug?
Doing good, Mr. Zippo. How you doing, brother?
Hanging in there. Been up for about 30 minutes. I'm only about a third of the way through my coffee yet, so I'm still a little on the sleepy side.
I've been up all day, so I'm on the sleepy side.
I got up at 4 o'clock and I just turned on the computer, and all of a sudden I went over to YouTube and I said, "Nick's already on this morning." I said, "Lord have mercy."
Yeah. You see, the thing is, Doug, is that when I say I'm going to go live, I tend to go live. I don't like having people hanging about waiting for me at 4:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mick, did you get that link set up for Bama?
For who?
Bama.
Yeah, that's Doug. Doug is Bama.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, cool. That is Doug.
Hey, Zip.
Yeah.
What about 110 racing fuel?
You can use it. Higher octane does not mean necessarily more power when it comes to gas. It's just a clean. So some engines aren't as happy with it. They don't like to run as well, and it's really hard to tune a carburetor to 110 and then expect someone to put in 87 and have it run right. But if it's for your own stuff, you get it tuned for your own equipment, like your mud mower. Just leave the carburetor tuned for it and make sure that's the only fuel you put in it, and you should be fine. You may have to increase a jet size or ream a jet out just a little bit so that it's happy.
$8 a gallon too. Don't forget that. So you get prepared for the sticker shock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The non-ethanol gas here in Alabama is 10 cents more a gallon, which is right now with the ethanol in it, it is $2.35 a gallon. So $2.45.
That's cheap.
Yeah, that's not bad for ethanol free at all.
Yeah, it is cheap.
Because the cheapest that I can get it here is at least $1.25 more a gallon, and that's at Shell station, one Shell station here in town that sells the V-Power that has a sticker on the pump says ethanol free.
Our
this
gas
is at Sunoco.
Sunoco, yeah.
Yeah, our gas in our town is about $3.69 a gallon for 87 and I think it's $3.89 for the premium, something like that.
Where are you at? You're $1 higher per gallon than we are.
Oh, we're higher than the whole country, pretty much. We're in Washington State, Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Lived out there for a couple of years. I absolutely loved it up there.
Oh, it's very pretty up here, but you're definitely going to pay in the gas.
Oh, yeah. Lived north of Seattle.
Mhm.
Is in the very early 1990s. 189th Street.
Yeah, I live about 100 miles
Have you-
from Seattle.
Actually drove
Have
from
you
North End
found,
Taxi up there for
what's
6 months.
Say again, Doug.
Have you found the woodsman up there in Washington State that stays in the woods in the wintertime, in the summertime, and he goes to the beach in the wintertime?
Mick Dodge.
Mick Dodge, that's it.
I thought I was
Yeah.
the only person in the country that watched Mick Dodge. He's a cool cat. I like him.
He is.
Yeah, I've heard of him, but I'm not subscribed or anything.
You don't have to be subscribed. He's actually on television. He's on the National Geographic channel.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
lives off the land. He's pretty neat.
Kind of reminds me of what was his name? That guy that showed how to survive.
Grizzly Adam.
Yeah, I remember him. This guy's younger. He's a British bloke.
Bear Grylls, baby.
That's it, Bear Grylls. That's right.
I can't stand Bear Grylls.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire.
Oh Lord. hey, Zip.
I
There's
can't believe he just said that.
I can't either.
No, the only reason that I say that is that he was pulling the show off as though he was living life rough on the land, and when the cameras would shut off, he'd hop into a helicopter, go into town, into his hotel, and order up room service, and he wouldn't stay out there.
It's no different.
Mm.
It's no different to the fella that passed away. Is it Steve Irwin? You can't go telling me that he's going to kiss the 10 deadliest snakes in the world and there ain't no ambulance behind the camera. I'm not having it.
Of course there
I'm
is.
sure there's an ambulance behind the camera, but Bear Grylls did teach me a whole lot of stuff before that scandal with him. But now he's got this new thing he's doing with the celebrities, and I think that's pretty cool. Because he's getting celebrities out of their comfort zone. And he enjoys watching them squirm. But
Well, I'll tell you, I was squirming when I was watching him squeeze juice out of turds. And when I saw that episode, I was like, "Oh God, that's just too much. Too much."
That's desperation for fluids there.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, no thank
there's
you.
Zippo. You might what simplicity has got the big wide hood on the front of it instead of the little narrow one?
Sunstar.
Okay.
The Sunstar and the Power Max.
All right.
Those are the
there's a
Sunstar is a compact garden tractor, and the Power Max, or 9020 in Al Chalmers form, is it's a big one. You have to climb up onto it.
This one's a big one. Hard grinding plumbing is fixing to put a V8 in one.
Oh, there's one group who's putting the BR6 in a Power Max. I forget who that was. Putting an inline straight 6-cylinder in one. I saw that. Is that the one you're talking about?
Now this one's they have built 3 Barbie cars.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're talking about the same guy. They're the same 2 guys. I don't think they're doing a V8 in theirs. I think it's a inline 6-cylinder.
Is it? Okay, I could be wrong, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
I just wondering how they're going to do the rear end because ain't they belt driven?
They're hydrostatic. No, they're shaft drive, but they're hydrostat. So
Okay.
they're going to have to more or less just keep the skin of the tractor, because if they're expecting to go fast, they're not going to.
No, they're not going to.
Whack it with a hammer.
Doug.
There's my ball peen hammer. I've been looking for.
That's a cute little thing, ain't
You've
it?
been in my shop, haven't you, Mick? Yeah.
Two bigger brothers, Doug.
Oh man, I love them things.
Doug gets excited over the funniest of tools.
Yeah, why not? Tools are a man's heart.
Yeah, well, you know, that just means that Mick's going to have to install a burglar alarm on that shit of his.
Do you know
Believe
one way
me,
how to make Zippo's blood rise? Just do that.
Oh my god. You didn't just do that, Mick.
Poor old Zip, he can't stand that. He can't stand that.
And he did it again.
Old Zip, he can't stand that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, my tools kind of have their place. It's not
Yeah.
just
I want to know is
it's not just willy-nilly over my shoulder.
His tools have a place too. He's just messing with you.
I know.
all my tech tools are in a bag and organised, and literally I know exactly where they go.
Oh, look, I'm telling you, all my screwdrivers go in that drawer down there. I'll find it later. It's not a problem.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not saying a word.
Oh, God.
I told you, I'm a UK redneck. It's what it is. It's going to happen.
I'm an Indiana redneck, but I know where to put my tools.
Well, hey, Zippo, does she complain?
Honestly, I find it hilarious.
Zippo's like, he just never just did that.
It hurts. It hurts.
Well, you've done
That's
it at
tool
least.
abuse.
You've done it at least 5 times, Mick, I think.
Yeah, Zippo's got a very funny color right now.
Yeah. Pale, I think.
Breaking out in a sweat.
Well, good thing you're not
Zippo,
wearing a
are you
sweatshirt then.
you gonna start using StreamYard on Sundays on your channel?
I
Or
thought
are you just
about
gonna
it.
keep it?
I thought about it. I signed up to it, and I'm going to play around with it before I do it. And it says, even on there, it says go ahead and practice before doing it. So
You got moderators, Zip, ain't you?
do I?
Mm-hmm.
You got moderators in your chat, ain't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, I think Papa Sweener's
Mhm.
one of them.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes, sir.
hopefully one day I might be able to earn the right to that, but I have yet to get on one of your streams.
Well, if I'd have had one last Sunday and you'd have gotten out of bed, you might have had one.
Whoa! I was out of bed.
That's for throwing those tools.
I was out of bed, goddammit.
I'm not saying a bloody word. I'm staying quiet on the subject.
That's the old mug, too. I can tell that's not the new one.
Mm-mm. That's the old one.
That's the original. What a stupid design.
I'm really excited to get the new one, honestly.
Yeah, they'll be coming.
I got a mail call to do.
Say again, Zip.
What's the new design, or what's the new design? What's the dumb design?
On some of these earlier brigs, they put a skirt. along the housing.
Yeah.
So you can't get a socket straight in. You have to sort of put it up in the piss.
Yeah.
You can't get in.
I didn't know if you saw this yet, Papa Sweener, but we got new decals.
Oh man, that's sharp, Zip. I love that. Bridge Stratton looking.
Yeah, we did this one,
Mm-hmm.
and we put a little bit of color into it.
I'm definitely going to send. I'm going to send you my address. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yours are on their way, Zip.
And yours and Roy's will be on the way today. I still need Snobby's address, but
Snobby's. If you just send it to me, I'll send it to Snob. I've got one of Snobby's in mine as well, so you'll get both.
Okay. I can do that. That's easy enough.
I got it here if you want it now.
Yeah, click over to the private chat, Papa Doug, and
I'll send it through the private chat of StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick, I've got a bunch of Doug's Alabama plates up on my wall.
What, his ass ones, donkey ones?
His number plates.
I'll let you into a little secret. I've known Doug about 9-10 months, and I still ain't got one of his stickers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Mick is sending a powerful message.
Yeah, I still ain't got one of Doug's stickers yet.
I know he is.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. It's a refill for a coffee for him, that's what it is.
Stronger the better.
Mm.
What a stupid design.
So, Paul, you really have a problem being able to say the computer nerd?
No, the problem is, you see, the computer nerd defines somebody as, how do you put it? It's a long word you use. We like using short words in the PC world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like me, I'm Sparky. I've always been a Sparky. It's like Micks, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's got like loads of names he has.
You know how you become a Sparky, Paul? You move your feet across the floor, charge yourself up, then touch a piece of metal.
Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
What the heck?
Thank you.
What did you do?
Yeah, static electricity you're on about.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, static electricity. I've actually been jolted pretty harsh by a powerful charge once. It scared me.
The best one I had, elevator, is the escalator. That was the best one I had. Yeah.
Best one I've had that didn't have to do with spark plugs on an engine was walking through our grocery store. They wax the floor. You're walking, and you go to grab an item off the shelf. You hit that metal, and dude, that's a wowzer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the best one, like I say, elevator is an escalator when it become not live, but live enough at 55 volts.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, and you can feel the tingle, you know what I mean?
You want to get one off the railway?
No, thank you. You can keep that one with pleasure.
You haven't bit proper till you've gotten a hold of a capacitor that hasn't been discharged.
Oh, please. You want to try that AC stuff? You want to try and get hold of 750 DC? Yeah, that'll wake you up in the morning.
I'd rather not. Now, fortunately, it wasn't me that got hit by this capacitor, but I'm in this shop, and one of the guys is working on the motor on one of our really big lathes, and we hear this horrendous thunderclap, and it threw this guy 10 feet back. He didn't know what hit him. We had to get ambulance out there and everything else. He wound up being okay, but he set his hand. He had the cover off of the motor, and he did one of these numbers to steady himself. And when he did, that capacitor discharged on him and threw him 10 feet back.
Capacitors are known to have the energy to actually kill a person. He's lucky to still be alive.
Oh yeah, he's definitely lucky to be alive, because I mean this facility was 400,000 square feet under one roof, and I was probably, I don't know, 500 yards away from him when I heard the thunderclap, and we all just started running towards the sound, and we're standing at the lathe looking for him, and he's back behind us. It threw him for a hard loop. And his hand, he lost function in a couple fingers in his hand. It burned his hand. Oh, it was a mess. And it came out of his foot. If it goes in, it's got to come out somewhere. And it came out of his foot, the end of his foot.
Yeah.
It's like getting hit by lightning.
Yeah, the capacitors are being you get a 1,000-volt capacitors, put a screwdriver across that sends a screwdriver flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure the company had to go under a safety review after that.
There was an incident report. Yep. Uh-huh.
In modern day, any incident on that level requires the entire company to have a meeting regarding safety.
What in the donut shop?
Yeah. Well, this was in the late 1980s, so it wasn't as huge a deal. But
okay,
we have a company on the railway. If there's an incident like that, a serious incident, we have HMRI turn up, Her Majesty's Rail Inspectorates. They're a little bit above the police. They're a bit like your FBI.
Yeah, OSHA stands in for us and tells us what we did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and they're usually good at doing that too.
Like I say, I've worked on many things, but yeah, even back at TVs, that's the worst one as well. Yes,
TVs hold
the old TVs.
Well, you know where trains cross over from one track to another. Crossover. Yeah, crossover.
Yeah.
You want to try kneeling down with a wet pair of gloves to do something up, and you put your hand on one rail, which has got a negative return going through it, and put your hand on the other rail, which has got a different negative return, and you become the circuit.
Ugh.
You want to try that? Try that.
No, thank you.
Papa Doug.
I'm glad our rail. Yes, sir.
You don't live in England.
No, that's his. That's Snobby's.
Oh, I didn't need Snobby's. I need yours.
Oh, okay.
Doug, I know it's early, brother. Come on. What's up here?
I started writing this down. I'm like, that's not right. That doesn't say Alabama.
Ian Matthews just come in the chat. If you want to see electrics, you want to see how Batman's wired his shed up, it'll give you a nightmare.
Yeah, I totally agree on that one.
How he's still alive, I don't know.
I tell you, Paul, that was a funny story you told in Jim's live earlier about the lady who decided, hey, the outlet don't work, so I'm going to teach it and smash it with a hammer. Crazy. Gone again.
Oh, poor boy. Where's he gone?
Probably back in StreamYard.
There he is.
No, we just lost network. Don't worry. Yeah, so yeah. Oh.
You're having trouble over there, Paul.
No problem. Just one.
Alabama's AL, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. AO. Yeah. So it's so crazy. You know, the lady, she didn't realize there's no power going to the outlet at all. You know, it's like she thinks, oh, it's the outlet's fault, so let's
you
take
would
it
check
out.
it.
Yeah.
Just gonna try and find the photograph.
What's
I
nice?
should do.
What's
You know-
nice in Alabama? I bought the service off them in Facebook Marketplace. It was a temporary service. The meter head and the breaker box, and you got it all up through the eave. Got the pole up through the eave, weatherhead. Got the wire out, you know, and everything.
It's because God loves me. Yeah, right over here.
And the guy who hooked it up, he says, "You live in the county, don't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He says, "Well, you don't need no inspection." I said, "Yes, sir, I know." I said, I need a ground clamp for the ground wire." I said, "Mine's down in the ground about 5 foot. I ain't about to dig it up." He says, "I might have one in the truck." So we went circling around in his truck. We found a ground clamp, put it on it. He says, "Okay, good to go." He put the meter in. He says, "See ya. Have a great day." That was nice.
That's what you want.
Mhm. A lot of times these companies we have in America, they won't even attempt anything like that without a work order.
Yeah.
I called mine up. Like Friday, and he was here Monday morning.
That was the best one I've seen. Plug socket blown up.
That is good Lord.
Mm.
Could have taken the whole building down. That's a mess.
Oh my gosh. That's
She
Morning,
puts in
Ian.
8 appliances in it.
That's just a little too many.
yeah. You know, when
But
you
heck,
see a
I can hook
standard,
I'm sorry, bud.
just here real quickly, when you see a standard 2 plug outlet, that should be a clear indicator to you. Don't use more than 2 power strips on that outlet.
That's
I don't
exactly
know.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You want to see how I got my shed hooked up at the moment? I'm telling you, it's absolutely crazy.
Oh, here we go. How many more times are they going to do that?
Right, Zip.
Oh,
We should have the ability to click Mick off too, like he can click us off, you know.
Yeah, rude.
You're going to get put down in the basement with that kind of talk.
I can't even bring it back up now. There he is. I've got latex gloves on. Phil, you're back. Where you been?
Hi guys, I had to go get those sheets in there blown away.
The sheep.
Yeah, washing.
Oh, washing.
You must be obeyed. Give me a phone call.
Yeah, I know.
No, I've got another question, guys.
Oh.
Hey, if you don't know, you got to ask. Hey,
Oh.
flywheel puller, two-legged flywheel puller. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are flywheel pullers measured size-wise? Is it
inches?
gap all that way?
They're
again.
measured in inches.
Is it the width of the jaws or the depth of the jaws?
The width of the jaws.
Yes.
The width.
It's how wide a jaw will open it.
Yep.
Right. It seems most of the flywheels are around about 7 inches wide, give or take a foot.
Yeah, you want to use either like an 8-inch or 10-inch puller for a flywheel.
8 or 10 inch, yeah? Right.
Most flywheel pullers, that at least the Briggs and Stratton ones, are a solid piece of steel that you set down on top of the crankshaft. You pry up on the flywheel and you whack.
I've seen that. I'm not too sure about prying up on flywheels.
all engines have side-to-side play or crankshaft end play. It's built into the motor for heat expansion. If you don't have any end play, then the engine's going to seize up once it warms up. You use that as a mechanical advantage. You pry between and you don't have to pry hard at all. I usually use wood wedges, and I will put a wood wedge underneath either side of the flywheel. Put the nut back or the bolt back down on the crankshaft.
Yeah.
Then I'll take a block of wood on top of it, give it a good whack with a 5-pound sledge. You're not going to hurt the crankshaft. You're not going to hurt the bearings. You're not going to hurt anything, and the flywheel is just going to pop.
Yeah.
You haven't even got to pry up, Phil. You just got to take the slack. That's what you got to do. Just take the slack.
Yeah. If you take all of that flywheel, you'll feel there's about 20 thousandths, maybe just a tiny little bit of movement.
Then float, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the movement you need to be able to pop that flywheel off.
Yeah.
It's a pressed conical fit, and they'll just pop right off. That's how Briggs and Stratton actually does it.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. And the thing is that because you're in the same game as me, Phil, is that you may come across 8 different variants of flywheels, and some of the newer flywheels, the holes in which you can have a puller to screw into the flywheel are actually not there anymore.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I did one on a Briggs and Stratton the other day. That the holes were there, but they were blank. And the Briggs and Stratton puller is actually the 2 bolts are actually like a tap.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
self-tapping.
As Zippo's just said, if you just get a small pry bar, not even a crowbar, just a small pry bar or a good sized flathead screwdriver, put it underneath and just lift up ever so slightly. Just take the weight of it, put the nut back on so it's fully threaded and flat with the shaft, and just give it a good 3 or 4 knocks and that'll pop up.
Okay, yeah. So not really worth investing in a 10-inch puller then.
No. Wasting your time.
No.
That puller I just showed you, that's the first time that's been out in about 8 months.
Oh, okay. Good advice again.
Yep. Yeah. A puller can definitely help, but it isn't always needed. And the worst flywheel I ever had to pop in my life, it was a rusted one, which required a torch to heat up around the shaft area. But if you got no rest there, just a crowbar, a little tapping with a hammer, it'll pop that thing right off.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for that.
I either use
a sheared flywheel key will often gall and leave metal behind. Those are hard to pop off.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I took off the other day. Yeah.
I don't always use my rubber mallet because that doesn't always shock. So I tend to use a plastic mallet with a metal bit on the back, and that provides enough shock to free up anything in there.
Yeah.
The reason it's hard to pop off is because that flywheel key is out of its groove and it's wedged where it's not supposed to be.
Yeah. Or it's completely sheared in half and it's left some metal behind, and they get galled on. I had one on a 12-horse cast iron Briggs that a guy beat on for about 3 weeks trying to get it off. Totally trashed the crankshaft on it.
Jeez.
He was bound and determined it was going to come off, so he brought it over to me, and I stuck a couple wedges back behind it, and I grabbed the back end of my splitting maul and just took one whack at it, and the flywheel popped off.
Yeah.
And he cussed me up one side and down the other. And then after he was done doing that, then he thanked me, and then I gave him another crankshaft. I said, well, you done destroyed that one. So he says, well, I just became a man on a mission at that point. I wasn't going to let that flywheel defeat me. So I just started wailing on it.
One way or the other.
Crankshafts are actually incredibly strong. So he had to go crazy on it like Hulk Hogan something in order to break the crankshaft.
He didn't break the crankshaft. He mushroomed the end that he was wailing on, trying to get the flywheel out.
Because he wasn't being careful.
At first he was being careful, then he was just a man on a mission and didn't care what happened to the engine. He just wanted that flywheel off.
Yeah. It's all logic.
We've all been there.
Yeah, it's all logic. you know, it's all, if you apply enough pressure in the right direction, it'll go eventually. It'll go.
Yeah. Flywheel pullers are often, at least to me, improperly named.
Yes.
They should be pulley removers.
Yeah. Yes.
Not-
They're not flywheel pullers. They're pulleys.
Yeah.
The one thing I do, because I operate a small engine repair shop, is I have an air compressor, which means I have an air hammer gun. And that makes the process so much easier because you just put the crowbar underneath the flywheel, take the air hammer with the cone tip right in the center, pops it right off real fast.
Yeah.
Using your talking about air hammers. Buddy of mine made me up one, and it was a really shallow well socket welded to an impact hammer anvil to use to shock rusted bolts loose. Best homemade invention I've ever seen in my life. So I went through and I made a whole set of them, because you've always got those bolts that even an electric impact or an air impact on low pressure isn't going to get loose. It's just going to break the bolt.
Right.
You use that to just sit there and shock that bolt enough, it shocks all the rust right off of it, and you can usually just spin them right out. Air hammers are awesome.
Yeah, with really bad rusted bolts, and that's what I like to use a propane torch or a map gas torch to heat it up first, get cherry red hot.
Yep. Papa Doug, yeah, I've got the one on top. I don't have the one on bottom. I don't have Mama Swingers.
Hi, Diesel Guy. How you doing, buddy boy? Yeah, Pete, another one lives. That's 30 years old.
And it looks good.
It does for 30 years old.
All finished, sprayed it all up. Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, he stripped that one all the way down, computer, and repainted it. And...
Oh, I watched him do it. I caught all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hi,
I was
Gary.
blown
How
away
you
at
doing,
his
buddy?
paint job, actually, because, in America, we do that simple powder coating thing. Super thin layer of paint. And what he did was like 3 layers of what? Primer.
It had one layer of anti-rust prevention or neutralizer,
Right.
3 layers of primer, 3 layers of top, 2 layers of lacquer.
Yeah, think about that. That's a lot of layers. That's way better than anything comes from the factory. So, yeah.
But it's going to be good as long as the underside has been rust treated and hammerite as well. So as long as it's kept clean underneath, it should outlast the engine.
Good morning, Roy.
Hi, Roy. How you doing, buddy?
Roy the boy.
How you doing, Gary? How's the family, mate? Are you all okay?
There's your envelope ready to go out there, Mick.
Oh, yeah. Yours is in the post, Doug. I sent yours, Zips, and someone else in the States.
See?
Oh, yeah. It's only taken 9 months. I sent another one out. Oh, I sent a card. I sent a Christmas card to.
They're going out today.
I sent a Christmas card out to Bruce as well.
I'm still interested in this air hammer idea of yours.
Do you have an air compressor?
Yeah, you're talking about this air hammer just to loosen off the. Is it to loosen off the bolt or just to get the?
It's to
use it instead of a hammer.
It's to create vibrations.
It's just to shock the rust, and it won't damage. It won't damage the head of the. It won't damage the head of the bolt. What it does is, excuse me, it just fits on. Just you take a regular socket and you grind that socket down till you're just about out of, and you use a 6-point, just about out of pocket, where the pocket's almost gone, where you have just the tiniest little lip left.
Yeah.
To fit over the bolt. And then the inside of it, you'll take a regular air impact anvil and you'll weld. And when you weld that part right there is what's actually hitting just the very center of the bolt, and you're hitting it controlled, and it just knocks the rust off. You're not trying to spin it off. that just knocks the rust off so that you can spin it off more easily.
Yeah, it creates vibrations, but the reason I asked you if you have an air compressor is an air hammer is useless without a compressor. So do you have an air compressor?
Yeah, I've got a compressor. Yeah.
Okay, so you get an air hammer, and you make sure you have the pointed chisel, not the flat chisel, but the pointed one in the air hammer.
Yeah.
Put it right in that center where Zippo was just telling you about. Take the crowbar, pry underneath the flywheel, pull the trigger, creates vibrations, pops it right off.
Yeah, it takes the place of of having to use a hammer.
I'm gonna hit the hammer.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's way faster than a regular hammer too, because you'll be there for a little while with the hammer.
Yeah. Make sure it's a good quality air hammer and not one of the cheap off the shelf 10-pound ones.
Yeah.
There's
There's
plenty of them on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for like a $50 one.
Thanks. Cheers.
Hey, no problem.
If you hang
I'll tell
around,
you, once when you use that air hammer,
What's
Phil,
that, Papa Doug?
this one I think has a key issue on it, so I'll show you.
once when you use that air hammer, you be wanting to use it all the time on a lot of stuff bolts.
Yep, that's why I use it.
Yeah. And you can even, if you want to, just take any one of your air hammer anvils and just cut the tip off of it so that you're down to a nice flat surface that's maybe
it won't
5 mils.
in the end of the crank.
As long as you are dead center on it, no, it won't. And it won't hurt to put
Well,
some
you put
kind of
some oil on that thing.
put some kind of piece of metal between the air hammer and your crankshaft. Like, I don't know, what do you think, computer? Put a piece of 1/4-inch plate steel or something like that on there just so you can zzz,
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That would work. Yep, exactly.
just to help keep from damaging the end of the crankshaft.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that, but looks like Mick's going to take one off anyway. Yeah, Mick.
Well, this one snatched back on me the other day, and I'm suspicious if it's actually the key or if it's the exhaust valve.
Well, it could be the flywheel key. That's the most common cause of a rope being yanked back out of you. Timing thrown off.
It is. But this is an old brick, so it could very well be carbon buildup on the head.
Oh, that's the old L head that yanked your shoulder out.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, none of them yanked your shoulder out as bad as an 8 horsepower on the old ditch witch digging machine. You know, you pull start one of those things.
I want a ditch witch. I need a ditch witch.
I've got a couple of rotavators.
I'm not digging 175 feet of garden to put my cable under.
How far underground you going to go with it?
There's no regulation. The foot should be okay.
Well, if you can't find one, take the 2 tongs off of my rototiller. 2 outside tongs and use the rototiller.
Or I could invite you over and you can do it. I can watch you.
Yeah, as long as you got a rototiller and a flat spade, shovel.
Does it look like I own a shovel?
No.
No, Mick.
I got one you can borrow, Mick, up in the shed somewhere.
Mick, are there any regulations for how deep that the power cable has to be buried under the earth?
It all depends on the armor and the stuff that I'm going to get. There's no regulation.
So, in theory, you could just use a walk-behind edger machine with a blade and just slice through the yard.
I could do.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about something along those lines too. When I was burying cable line, just to go from my house out to my shop, I just used my 1-row plow, my 10-inch plow, and just went down and just cut a furrow, laid the earth over, laid the cable in, then just came back over with my blade and just rolled the grass right back over, and you couldn't tell where it was at.
That would work.
I'll be right back, boys.
Bye-bye.
Okie dokie. Yeah. And the missus will be calling me here shortly, so I'll be taking a powder, so give room for Roy. But then
Roy the
I'll
boy.
Yeah, I've seen Virgin lay their cable in across a garden, and all they did was took a spade, put it right in, say about 8-10 inches, and just literally, if you like, levered the turf away and laid the
back
cable
and
in.
forth.
That's all they did. Yeah, they didn't dig.
Yeah. Our regulation here is it has to be sheathed, so it has to run through electrical conduit, and it has to be 24 inches underground.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that because of frost?
Majority of the UK cables in the sheds and everything, it's about 2 or 3 foot deep, but you've got to use yellow tape above it to put yellow tape above it. They're dangerous live cables when you dig a dead trench.
Yep.
And then if we're running multiple cables through, say we're running our power line, our TV cable, and our phone line, the power cable has to have its own conduit, and then the cable in the phone line has to have its own.
And dedicated circuit as well. Yeah. So it's dedicated circuit with an RCD, RCB, RBC, and it's got to have RCD, and it's got to have a lot of other things as well, because this UK people have too much health and safety.
Yeah, in Washington State, we have to have our main power cables buried about 2 feet as well.
Yeah, 2 feet. But our internet providers out here have found a way around it. They've developed a cable that supposedly is fine just to be buried 10 inches down, and they've gotten all their permits in, all their ducks in a row, so they just have this tiny little machine that they just run along, and it just goes down, puts a slit, and just lays that cable 8 inches, 10 inches down, and it's called good. But I got news for them. I have gotten into them, and I have tore them up. It's easy to do when you're running them. When you run those cable lines right through where my garden patch is, I'm gonna hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no excuse for piss poor planning. Do it right. Do it one time. You know.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why. Out here in the U.S., I'm sure you've got it there too, Computer Nerd. Our number here is 811 that we call, and within a couple days, they'll come out and they'll sound the ground to make sure that wherever you're going to dig,
free
wherever
survey.
Free survey.
And they'll do everything too, not just one thing. They'll use several different paint colors, and they will mark water, gas, cable, power, TV, or telephone. All of it.
Yeah, we've got all those pretty colors too. We've got the yellow and the orange and the green and the blue.
Yeah.
See, we have a law here that you actually are not legally allowed to dig without a survey.
Yeah, that's us too. Well, right now it's just a recommendation, but I'm sure at some point in time it's going to become law. If enough people cut into lines. Like, I don't use a land telephone line anymore, and it's a good thing because mine wasn't buried very deep, and it's right between my house and garage. It came across, and the gas company came through to run their new plastic gas lines to get rid of the old metal gas lines, and when they did, they just went right through that.
Like that.
Yeah, seen it.
You see how easily
but they just went right. They just went right through it, sliced it in half, and I got a letter in the mail that phone service was interrupted at my house. So I gave them a call and I told them, I said, I don't have phone service here, so I'm not worried about it. So they never did come out and fix it.
So
most people don't use home phone anymore anyway.
So this is a classic. This is a classic example. Okay, what I call classic, and this is where lots of people miss on these keys. Now, to anyone with a good trained eye, that key is complete. Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but blow it up so we can really see it, Mick.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you a big head or anything. Now you can see the lines partially sheared.
Right. Thank you, Zip. So, to a trained eye, there's a little tiny line. I don't know if you can see. Let me change cameras. It might be a better camera on the laptop. That one. Let me bring that
Yeah,
down.
that's like the way it works. There we go.
Okay. So, it looks to be complete. Okay. But, as Zip just said, there's a line.
Yeah, you definitely see the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that line is more prominent
Yep.
on that side. Okay.
I see that.
That line is only a hair's breadth.
Yep. That's all it
impacted.
takes.
But
Yep.
that is all it takes. And
It's sheared.
if some people look at sheared keys and they're absolutely demolished in bits and everything else. But if you ever find a keyway feel that has got an impact line on it, and
Yeah.
that, I mean, I dare say I couldn't even measure that. It is literally a hair's breadth. It's a gnat's whisker.
Right.
But the
Okay.
good thing about those Flywheel keys is they're like so cheap to buy a whole bundle of them, you know?
Yeah. So
Well,
I
I've gotten engines in where people have taken paper clips and rolled up paper clips to make a flywheel key, or they've. It amazes me what I've found as flywheel keys.
Yeah, I don't
People
recommend
won't
people
just
do that.
go to their local hardware
Lord
and pick up
almighty.
a pack of 5 for $5. Yep, that's the ticket right there.
How much does a bag of those cost you, Mick? Because I bought one. It was about £2.
Yeah, I buy them in bulks of 10. I think there are 10 of these. I get 10 222 698 S's, and I paid $8.99 for 10.
Yeah,
Hey,
usually
where from?
Shop around.
I buy them in bulks.
And they're genuine Briggs and Scrap-It.
Yeah, I buy them in bulks of 20.
What's that part number, Mick?
Would. Say again.
Is that part number?
222 698
Yeah.
8S.
8S for Sierra.
Yeah, if not, try 4181.
4181.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I got them off of Amazonian, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, but that's where lots of people make the mistake. You know, looking at this flywheel key, there's not a mark on it at all. But it only has to be impacted, just touched, and that's enough to either advance it or retard it back to where it should be.
617 6. Wait a second. 617.
You can buy a key stop,
Bring us back to normal.
a 1.5 foot, 2 foot key stop.
No.
You cut it to length what you need.
No, Papa Doug. These, you don't. Sorry to disagree. You don't want to use key stock like that. No. Flywheel keys are made of a very soft material, and
They're
that
meant
soft
to be.
material is necessary. It's designed to be the weak link.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
designed
Mick, you
to
can
protect
make
the
yourself
engine.
small again.
The main purpose of a flywheel key is if you hit something hard with the blade, hard enough to shear that flywheel key, it will protect the rest of the engine from getting damaged.
Pop out for just a minute. All right, gang. I'm going to pop out for a little bit. We can give Roy back his chance to get in here, and I'll be back in just a little while.
Right, Zip.
Oh.
Don't forget,
See
do
ya.
not put your colours in with your whites.
I will put my colors in with mine.
Okay.
And everybody say hi to Miss Zippo. I got her here on
Hi,
the line.
Mrs. Zippo.
Hi, Zip, Miss Zip.
Mrs. Zach.
All right. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Later, buddy.
Ta-da.
Later, Gator.
I'm just going to get a coffee.
All right, baby. No worries. Make me one while you're there. So, yeah, literally, Phil, it's only got to have an impact. And when you think that surely can't be enough to make it do that, change it anyway.
Good advice, guys.
Well, that's why we're here. We're here to help each other out. We're here to help.
But yeah, seriously, Doug, buy the real thing, the real flywheel keys. Don't mess around with that.
Yeah, that's the way my own man used to do it. He used to buy the fly, buy it in stock.
Doug.
Strip of it.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
But I don't use a push mower.
So
all my mowers is
I don't know if you can
riding
see that.
mowers.
You may not get it, but on the inside of that flywheel groove, there's a little tiny lip on the side, and that's actually where it's had the impact. I don't know if you can pick it up, but I can just make out. You can just see where it's been machined differently, and it's had a shock. You can see that.
Right.
Nice aluminum flywheel too.
That would explain that that mower of mine, Mick, when we eventually found the bent crank.
Well, I mean, you say it's got a bent crank, but my argument is why is it bent?
Yeah, because the blade itself didn't look like it's damaged too bad.
Right,
and it was definitely 10. It was definitely 10 mil on the piss.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
There's an easy way to tell if your shaft is bent. If you know for a fact that your blade is perfectly straight and not bent, then put a block underneath that blade. Rotate that blade around. So if one side of the blade doesn't hit the wood, but then the other side is closer to the wood or hits the wood, your shaft is bent.
Underneath the blade or to the side of the blade, the edge.
Yeah, underneath the blade.
So what I do is I get 2 of these, and it's all suggestive, right? I get 2 of these, and I tip the mower up on its side, and I will peg a piece of string at the top and down the bottom, and then right where the string goes through the center of the bolt, I will make a mark with a permanent marker, just a dot right in the center of the bolt. I then rotate the blade at eyes level, and if you've got any discrepancies going outside of the dot, then it's bent, and you can actually tell where it's bent as well. That's what I do.
Yep, you can do it that way too.
That's what I do. But that's just me. How you doing, Mike?
Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning, Vietnam.
The job I have working on today, since everybody's talking about what they're working on today, I just started a YouTube video this morning, uncrating a Minuteman 2 Fisher plow, Extreme V plow.
Oh, cool.
XV2, the 8.6. There's the truck side setup, the plow side setup. It's all in pieces. I got to put it all together, the plow, and then I have to wire up the truck.
Nice.
For the new plow setup.
That's going to be really nice, dude. You're going to love that.
So that's my adventure today.
Roy, I'll send you the link, Roy, via Hangouts, buddy. You get it through there, buddy. There is a problem with Android or some iPhones with regards to the link, so I'll send it to you via Hangouts, buddy.
Yeah, YouTube is on crack again, guys.
Yeah, Roy's a boy.
I was just going to bring up that conversation about YouTube.
There you go, Roy.
Can we actually save that link, Mick, anywhere? I mean, every time I have to go into just find that, every time you come up on the live comments.
If you go up to the top search bar now, it says StreamYard.com/FIBQ9YGH4W4.
Yeah.
You just copy that link and then paste it in an email on a Word document, wherever you like, and it's there.
Or I could just save that link as a bookmark, yeah?
Anything you like, babe, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I've got it at the bottom here. Lovely. Right, guys, I can go for a coffee. I'll catch you in a bit.
Make me one.
Yeah, okay. Sugar?
Yeah, 2, please.
Right out.
All right, as far as this YouTube stuff, I heard a lot of gossip about YouTube's on the shakedown on these larger channels. They're actually getting rid of some larger channels. Is that correct?
They're getting rid of more smaller channels than large.
Yeah, I'd say small.
Yeah,
So
small
the
channels.
smaller channels.
They
got
would
rid of
never
mine,
get rid of,
dude.
they would never get rid of large channels because that's where they earn the money from.
So what is this? Somebody like us going to be worried
Yeah.
about losing their channel?
Maybe not so much us. You're over 1K, yeah, just.
Yeah.
So what it is, it's a crackdown on bigger channels and not in the massive channels because they got like, I don't know, 50,000 subscribers, but they're only getting like 3 or 4% of the viewers and all that sort of stuff. So I think they're just trimming down on the. If your subscriber doesn't watch your channels regularly, they're going to try and get rid of it.
I hear you. That's good. In other words, they're cleaning house.
Yeah, I think YouTube's been around for a little while now, and they're paying out mega bucks for channels that perhaps they don't need to. But they won't ever get rid of
That's pretty good because some of the people that is actually subbed to my channel, I know they don't watch it because there's a couple times when they'll ask me what's going on with the Lucky 7 or what's going on with me.
Yep.
I say, hey, how come you don't watch my YouTube channels? I post everything up on there. I haven't had time to watch the stuff, you know.
Roy the
I'm
boy.
actually glad they're cleaning the house like that.
You'll be all right, mate. I think as long as you're. But don't forget, there's a lot of channels out there that are monetized and they're not putting any content out, and they're just literally relying on their previous videos to give them an income.
Yeah, I there's 2 people right now that I know that's in the mud mold community.
Yeah.
That has videos that's probably over a year old and they haven't posted nothing new and they're modernized.
So that's it. So they're earning money on a channel that they ain't doing nothing with.
Yep.
And it goes against the grain when people like us who are small channels or tiny channels, we're tiny, and we're busting our ass putting videos out every week and not getting it back, you know.
That's right.
Hiya, Perry. How you doing?
Roy, what you working on?
Oh dear.
Around at the moment.
Really?
I'm just,
Really?
just having a sort out at the moment.
Yeah. This is what you look like in a camera.
Just up against.
You gotta fix your camera. This is what we see.
Yeah, I'm looking for me bracket to put it on my tripod. I took it off to put me GoPro on it, and I can't find it now to put it back on. I've had a tidy up, well, sort of tidy up, but now I can't find it.
See, that's where you made your first mistake. You've had a tidy up, and now you can't find nothing. Welcome
Roy,
to my world.
Yeah.
You are going to give Zippo Varga a heart attack with your disorganization.
Now I can't find it.
Right. I'm just going to tip the bag out and see if it's in here.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I'll be working on stuff in the garage here, and I'll put all my tools on the floor. Well, as you notice, I have no more tools on the floor, right? Which is good. But
They want to trolley, bet you.
I got
Yeah, I
myself
told
a
you.
tool car. That's where all my tools go. They don't even go back in my boxes here.
I notice you have a chirp hazard there on the floor, though, with that electrical cord.
What do I have?
Chirp hazard with that electrical cord
Trip
on the
hazard.
floor. Yeah.
I got way too many here.
You wouldn't get across my yard across my shed without tripping up.
See, Paul is in the tech world and also doing electrical, so he understands the whole kind of regulation with trip hazards with electrical cords and why
Wait,
that's
there's a
bad.
regulation.
Yeah, there's regulations regarding that. Yeah.
But do I say anything? No, because you know what you're doing. It's your shop. It's your world. You enjoy it. If you fall over, your health and safety team will love you lot.
Exactly.
All right, brothers and sisters. Listen, I just wanted to pop up here really quick. I don't want to waste anybody else's time that wants to get on Micks channel. I just want to stop in and say good morning to everybody. We'll all talk to you guys later.
Well, I
You're
love that
always
V
welcome,
plow.
Mike. Always welcome, buddy.
All right, Mike. Take care.
Take
right.
care of yourselves.
There's the V plow. You guys probably see me live later, trying to put it together.
Oh,
Yep.
you are gonna love that V plow, man. That thing's gonna push snow like you can't believe.
Well,
Hi,
Howdy,
Harry.
it's not mine; it's the customers. But I get to try to do the first try on it, so
Good. Test it. Yeah.
yep, to test it. Anyways, really quick. I went to the doctor's yesterday for my leg. Doctor gave me the A-OK to be able to continue what I'm doing. Everything all looked pretty good. The bone is healing. A lot of calcium buildup around the crack. There we go.
Fantastic
Very
news,
good.
buddy. Fantastic news, and you only got about 23 days to go.
Yeah. Less than that. I think the first is 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yep, then I'll be on that mud mower. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Later, Freda.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
Later.
It's like -2 here at the moment where I am.
Oh, put your big boy panties on.
I'm in a house without no central heating.
Oh, pop it. Hang on. I've down here in this drawer, I've got a box of violins. Let me get the smallest
Tell
one
me
out.
about it. Oh, it's
Right.
Hiya, Harry. How you doing, buddy? Hiya, Carpy Chris. How you doing, buddy boy?
Have you found it yet, Roy?
The little Mick is at school.
Find it.
Yeah,
Roy. Find it.
yeah, got it.
Thank God.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to fit on this one, but this is a different one.
I've missed you too, Roy. It's been a while. How you been?
Not bad, mate. Thanks very much yourself.
Doing pretty good myself. Thank you.
He's been wide awake all night.
Yeah. Well.
Who has me?
No, Techie.
All right. Yeah, you're techie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. I've been awake as well as he's been awake.
Oh, all right. So what, you've been watching the election?
Have I, friggers? It's like watching the Muppet Show, that is.
Fraggle Rock. So,
Did you
Nick,
vote?
You probably get more.
I did.
You probably get more sense out of the Muppet Show.
Say again,
I
Ash.
did.
Oh, I was just wondering if it's really cold out there in the shed. Do you got the fire going?
No, fire's off, mate.
Oh, okay.
Fire's
Oh,
off. Mine, mate, sugar.
My fire's going.
I'll turn mine off.
You turned yours off.
Sugar, sweetheart. Yeah. I had it on first thing, but she's off now.
How many times do you have to keep turning it on?
Hey?
It's a bit chilly down this end.
Turning it on.
I turn it on and off about every sort of 2 or 3 hours, maybe, just take the chill out.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Huh?
Not bad at all, as he said. Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, when you think of running a furnace in the house, electric furnace runs a lot more often than once every 2 hours.
Yeah, electric is electric option. I could have gone for electric option, but it's bloody expensive.
Oh yeah, it is.
So I mean, the gas bottle I've got is about 40, 50 quid. But it should see me through the winter as long as I use it sparingly. I literally just turn it on just to take the chill out. As long as it's about room temperature, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no wind. You know, last year when I first started my channel back in January, I was actually working. If you go back to my original videos, my first one, I was actually working outside on a trestle table in about -2.
Oh my.
So I ain't doing that this year.
Hey Roy, so
Mate.
the last time I saw you're working on something, it was a mower that you started outside of the shed, and it was surging.
Yeah, you sorted it.
Was that a red one?
I think it was.
Was that-
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
it was the inlet tube, wasn't it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The Sovereign, wasn't it? Right. I can't find my gadget. Where on earth has that gone? That's ridiculous.
Ask Dizzy Di, she might know where it is.
Nah, she wouldn't know what's in here. Mick, did you send that thing off for me?
No, I haven't found it yet, Rob. I think I found it. I was looking today.
Think.
No. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it, mate. That one.
Turn it around. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I got it
Cheers,
out.
mate.
I got it out. I found it. Like
Cheers.
I told you, I didn't know where it was. Yeah, I'll box it up. Babe. I haven't forgotten you. You know what it's like.
That's
You know what it's like.
that's the state of the.
Somebody else wants to come up and play.
Look at the state of that, Mick.
Snobby.
I moved some bloke so it's pitch tape.
Oh, it's not.
It's not that. So what's in the waning?
Snobby.
That's better.
Where are you, Snob?
Morning, Snob. I mean, afternoon, Snobby.
Well, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where else to go outside?
He's shopping. He's in Lakeside.
Oh, is he?
He must be. It looks like it. So either that or he's in Basildon.
Time to go. Later, Harry. Take it easy, matey.
Hey, Snobby, how's it going, man?
Oh, he's gone.
He's using his mobile internet, so he's probably got a bad signal where he is. If he's inside the shopping centre, he's got a lot of metal inside there where he is.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
All right, so where's my bloody gadget?
Well, I don't know what you've done with it.
Well, you should know me. You know everything.
Brother, it took me 3 days to find out to come to Carburetor.
That's weird where that's gone in.
Try in the last place you put it.
Well, last time I had it was where I'm standing. I can't find it.
Baby. Oh, my Lord.
What's the matter?
If it was absolutely crudded. They've had it
Yeah.
tipped up on its side.
Uh-oh, oil infused.
Look at the state of that, Mick.
What the hell's that?
That's that brass float out of the old carburetor.
All right.
Got any
I've
pinholes
got
in
some
it?
spare brass floats. You want a spare brass float? What do you want? Whole carburetor?
Well, yeah, just in case, mate, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, of course I don't mind. I said I'll send it you. It was free to me.
In fact, I've got a good name for you, the computer nerd. The Whiz Kid.
Ash. Call him Ash.
No,
Yeah.
I was trying to work out what little sticky label he can have with his beard and everything. The Whiz Kid. With a screwdriver in his hand and a mower in the other hand.
That beard is not going to be here forever. It's going
No,
to
it
be trimmed
won't.
down soon. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just
Well,
call
you
me
shouldn't
Ash.
have gone down on your missus, should you?
Oh, no need for that.
Okay,
Anyway.
watch this.
Is that any better now?
Hey! How you doing, mate?
No,
Oh, he's back.
yeah, I'm good.
He's gone. He's gone. Are you in Lakeside?
No, Romford.
Romford.
Oh, you're in Romford. Oh. I used to live there by the market.
No, nowhere near the market.
Okay, let's see this thing.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Dusty?
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Hello,
Snobby, you found
Just
your way
on our way
back,
back.
so just want to say hello to you, Snobby.
Yeah, just on our way back to go get a Costa. Then we've got to go somewhere else because Argos haven't got the stuff we want in this area, so we've got to go somewhere else to get it.
Can't you click and collect it?
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when
You
that
should have done,
happens?
yeah,
You
you
end
should
up
have done that.
spending. It's like you end up spending $20 a
Click and
gas.
collect it. Get it delivered in Sainsbury's.
That's the thing I don't like about shopping locally is you end up spending $20 in gas driving all over the town to find something, but you could have just got it online delivered to your door.
What coffee you having, Snob? You having a latte or a mocha chocolate?
Oh, I'm just gonna have the normal cappuccino.
All right, okay, I hear you.
Well, I will
Just a
take
regular.
mocha.
Too many calories.
Just give me a mocha. I'll like that.
Hello, Kev.
So you bought anything nice and
Hello.
Snob?
He's gone. What happened?
Is he gone? Mobile internet.
Jeez. He really needs a 4G internet connection. Seriously.
Say again. Say again, Roy.
I says, what you really mean? Snobby, have you got him anything?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know,
Paul, do you have a 4G internet connection for your phone?
I do, yeah. I'm on it now.
Good.
Mick,
I like 4G.
Mick, he might be for you.
he keeps trying. He keeps trying to come up here. There he is.
Did you hear that, Mick?
Yeah, he might. No, in his last video, Snobby done his mail call. He was trying to hide the voices in the background. I see him.
No, I would never do such a thing.
I see you. I see you do. You said, Dusty, don't get the voices
I
in the background.
bounced myself out by accident. Did I really?
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Watch it.
Oh, I don't even watch my own videos. You know?
You don't watch your own videos?
Tell you what, though, enough cold out here today. Lighting is bad.
So how you been doing, Snobby?
Oh, that's a bit better. If I sit like this, you'll be able to see me.
So what part of Romford are you in at the moment then?
Was you talking to me, Roy?
Yeah.
What did you
But
say?
you're the only one that's in Romford.
I can hardly hear you because all this hustle and bustle here.
I figured you weren't hearing me either.
Turn your hearing aid up, Snobby.
What one?
Well, what part of Romford you in?
What part of Romford?
Yeah.
The brewery.
Oh, you're in the shopping centre. Oh, you're in the car park bit of that one. Oh, yeah, I know where you are.
I'm sitting underneath the ramp that goes up to the multi-storey car park.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I know where you are now, yeah.
Yeah. Dusty's gone into a shop. So I'm just
Which
sitting
one?
out here, perched my bottom down.
Cool. Is that a pound store I can see opening? It used to be a hobby store, wasn't it?
Poundland, that one.
Yeah.
We thought we'd have a look for a Christmas present for Mick.
yeah. It's only a pound shop, Mick.
So it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll spend £1 for Mick.
I think he's worth that.
Wow.
Is that including free postage?
Yeah, that's right. You got to put the postage on as well.
He's gone again. He's back again.
Yeah, that's the controller up there, isn't it?
Well, that controller needs replaced, if you asked me.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with you there, computer nerd.
I'm just messing around.
Here we go. Oh, it's picked on you now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the light's definitely better if I sit this way.
The light would be better where I am if I could find me gadget.
Thanks, Diesel guy.
Is Diesel guy in the chat, is he?
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Diesel guy.
Sure is windy over there, isn't it, Snobby?
Yeah, is it windy? Is it too much interference?
No, it's perfect. Don't worry about it.
I know it is a little bit breezy. I'll feel it around the back of my neck.
It's perfect. Don't worry about it.
Ain't too bad, Snob.
Right, I'm on the move. I'm on the move.
Where are you going now?
Yeah, go and get a coffee. Costa.
Are you going to have a little slice of cake?
Does that mine? Coffee.
Oh, no, we won't be having cake.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Although, if I see something really, really nice, then...
I got a Snob. I got a letter from my doctor. Got to go and see him.
You got to go and see him?
Yeah. Yeah. I got a letter. It said, please ring up and make an appointment regarding diet and lifestyle.
I would tell him where to stick it, Mick.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that when I was 40.
As soon as I find out, it's probably low cholesterol, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, I did watch a video the other day. Some guy, he turned up in a red transit van and dropped a few lawnmowers off, and there was a geezer in a pink vest.
Oh, yeah.
He looked a bit out of shape. Yeah, he looked a bit out.
You're breaking up, Snob. I can't hear you, mate. You're breaking up. I don't know what's going on there. Seems to be a problem with the internet. That'll be all right. I don't mind. As long as it ain't the old ticker, Snob, you know what I mean?
Hey, Mick.
He's mooching himself.
Mick, get mine back up to the top, please, if you can.
Snobby, you muted yourself, mate, just so you know.
Yeah, I know, because I went into Costa's and it was really noisy in there, so I thought you don't want to hear all that.
All right, mate.
I've been banished to sit outside. It's very windy.
Right.
I'll try and hide the phone up a bit, you know. Jesus, this is a windy corner.
That's better.
I can't hear no wind.
Yeah, I've covered the phone up as best I can, Roy.
Well, have you? All right. You're doing a good job.
I know that wind can make a horrible noise, even when you're videoing outside.
Well, here's what's interesting, Snobby. On a little speaker, it doesn't matter. But on these big headphone cans, they make a lot of bass. Then that's when I hear the wind. It's on these suckers.
How is it now?
Yeah.
I've protected the phone as much as I can.
Tick, I found it.
I don't even think I want to sit at it.
How's
It's bloody cold.
Zippo's back.
I'm back.
Hello, Zippo. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Snobby. Mrs. is safely at work, so.
Good.
Hey, Zippo Varga, I would brace yourself because once you see Roy the boy's disorganized shed, you're gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, I have witnessed it. I have witnessed it.
What do you mean disorganised? It's not disorganised. I just couldn't find my gadget.
Well, Roy, you see, it's very simple. If you put stuff back where it belongs, you wouldn't get this problem. You hear me?
That's exactly what I said.
Yes, son.
Hilarious.
Hey, Dirt Rider.
Set of feeler gauges.
There you are. That's better, isn't it?
Someone's getting some grub.
Snobby is.
Yeah, it is lunchtime out there now, isn't it?
Oh, I've got sausage and mash in about 20 minutes.
Oh, my word.
Sausage and mash.
I would love to have some of that, Paul.
Hey, Snobby.
I can't mail it to you.
Oh, is he gone? Oh, he's there.
Is there?
Snobby, did you have pie and mash while you was here?
He's muted.
No pie and mash, no.
Why not?
It's just an in and out job today. But, you know, we've been up about 10 o'clock.
They got a lovely pie and mash down here.
No, not no more.
What's that?
Like mash shop themselves.
Oh, yeah, there are a couple up with Roy. They're all right, you know.
That's one down in.
Yeah.
There's a good one in Church.
No, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Roy's. Roy's pie and mash.
What are you working on today, Roy?
No, though, Roy, isn't it?
Nothing particularly, Zippo. I'm just having a clear up.
Like double pie, double mash and liquor, I think it's about £8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's more than that, isn't it? Surely.
Probably for double pie, double mash and liquor, yeah, it's about £8 or £9, I think. It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to, years ago. I used to love going to the one in Dalston Junction, Cookies.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was good.
In
Yeah, in Hackney, yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to one in on the other side of the water as well. A lot of them was owned by the same people back in the day.
Yeah, well, I think the only one I know, there's two in. You got one in East Street Market, which is off the Wandsworth Road, and the other one I know is in Woolwich.
Yeah.
I've been to them both.
What you got, Mick?
And you got another one in Hackney Road, or Bethnal Green Road, I should say. What's that, Mick? Is that your sample?
That's a petrol.
Oh,
Gee
Lord,
whiz.
have mercy. Wow. Yeah.
That's
I don't
bad.
think it'll run on that.
No. It's gone brown. It's beyond orange.
In the comments, Myra, you're exactly right. It does save you on a cable bill.
So, Roy, does that mower run next to you, that yellow mower?
Not at the moment. No, I need Mick sending me a new carburetor for it.
Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa. There's nothing new about that carburetor.
All right. Sorry, Mick's sending me another carburetor.
There we go.
well, hopefully it works out for you.
There you go. Is that better?
Hang on.
There you go. Yeah, that sunlight was a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to see this float now. Or have I put that?
Don't lose your floats now.
Yes, I've got sausage and mash. I can't wait for it now. Just got to wait the 20 minutes to cook it.
Oh, you always.
Are you having caramelized onions with it at all?
Oh, yeah, you've got to.
Yep.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Paul is the one guy in here who always can make me hungry.
I was rudely reminded of something when I was talking to Miss Zippo on her way to work when she heard you say, "Have fun with the laundry, don't mix colors." She said, "Well, did you tell them about your orange socks?"
Uh-oh. Are they not very orange anymore?
Oh, no. They were white. They are now orange.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
Yeah, a couple pair got tied in with a new shirt that I got, and the shirt obviously was orange. I mean, it was as orange as my coffee cup. And
Oh dear.
I didn't catch it, and they went into the dryer, and
And
they came out, and they're a nice shade of orange.
And I'm sure the missus had a rightful talking to with you.
Yeah, she doesn't mix. She lives in Eaton, and I live here in Muncie, and she does her laundry here sometimes and can't figure out my washer, and I do my laundry here and I sometimes can't figure out her washer. So
it's like a circus.
That happens. Hiya, get it done, Granny. How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Does that mower have a butterfly valve? No.
no, is that a Pulsa Prime?
Yeah.
Hello, Granny.
Hi, Granny.
Oh, they're in the car now.
Look at say that, Zippo.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What's
that's
that,
a rough looking Tecumseh air filter right
It's
there.
an air filter for Tecumseh. Yeah, where do you get that from?
That's from that.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was Snobby.
So what mileage do you get out of that car over there, Snobby?
Sorry?
Your car. What kind of mileage you get in that thing?
Mileage?
Miles per gallon, you know?
Oh, if I drive it like an old days pensioner, then I'll probably get about 47.50 to the gallon.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
kilometers?
No, just miles. If
Miles.
I just, it's got all these fancy doodah things on it where it gives you the optimum when you change gear.
Mm-hmm.
The number flashes up to change gear and all that type of thing, So if you drive it economically,
Got to have a car.
then
That's really good mileage.
yeah.
My one truck is happy to get 12 miles to a gallon. The other one's happy to get 16 miles to a gallon.
Yeah, I've just put my charger on, but it doesn't appear to be wanting to work.
Morning, Granny.
If you're getting 16 miles per gallon, I'm thinking maybe a V8.
They're both 350s. One has 343 posi rear end. The other one's 373 posi rear end. The other one is a 303 open diff. So that's the one that gets better mileage. But they're both Chevy 350s.
Oh, well, that's a good engine.
Oh, yeah.
You've all been sat there, and not one of you spotted my deliberate mistake.
Well, it's kind of hard to see a mistake in a small box. Why don't you enlarge it for us?
Well, you've been sat there for the past 2 hours watching me do that, and no one even spotted my mistake.
I did.
What was it?
You're working on the wrong mower.
No.
I was gonna say he's working on the wrong side of it to get the carburetor off.
What about that, Zip?
I've got to go wrong now.
That's an awful lot of pull.
What's that doing there?
Brilliant.
What a schoolboy error.
We'll get him taught.
You need to get your claws cut today.
You know what? He skipped the stomach and went right straight for your throat, Mick.
Hell yeah. He got a mean streak in him.
Yeah.
Go.
Whoa.
If he's going to toss tools about his shed, he's got to be able to take it back.
It's not tossed, it's just placed at high speed.
With perfect accuracy too, I'm sure.
Oh dear.
When he tosses
Oh, there he goes again.
backwards, you know what he's doing? It's called expertly cataloged.
Yes, expertly cataloged.
Right there. Do it again, Mick.
Yeah, go ahead. Toss that in your toolbox over your shoulder.
Yeah, let's not toss that thing.
Yeah, no. It's bad enough. Slides off the fender of a mower and drops on your foot.
More out.
That's got to feel good on the ears with those headphones on, computer.
Yep. I
Mick, Mick, can you mute yourself, mate? Because we can't hear each other.
Sorry, Roy, I can't hear.
He's certainly not going to hear us now.
Can't hear you. The air compressor's going off. I can't hear nothing.
You know,
There's always one in there.
Don't worry, the wife's having a fit. I'll be back in a minute. The wife's having a fit.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Yeah, Pete, he forgot to put the starter cup on, and none of us caught it. I have an excuse. I wasn't here. So besides the carburetor, Roy, you think that yellow one, that's all that needs?
Yeah. It did fire because I put some fuel in the front of the head where the spark plug goes, and it fired up.
Good.
Don't riders in the chat, Diesel Guy, Granny, Jason. Hey,
Go on.
Parrot.
Howdy, Parrot. What calendar is he talking about?
Oh, the male nude calendar. You don't want to see it.
There's nothing wrong with our calendars.
Copy Chris.
Sorry, Roy?
Snobby, Snobby, have you seen me new banner?
I haven't, Roy, no.
Hang on.
We can go and have a look at it right now, though. Do you want an honest
I done a
opinion?
new banner yesterday.
Do you want an honest opinion of it?
Uh-oh.
Obviously, me and Dusty can go and look at it right now on her phone. And, you know, if you want an honest opinion, Roy, me and Dusty will talk about it and then come up with a...
Constructive.
Have another look.
You better tell him no about the honest opinion. Just tell him what you want to hear.
I know what I'm going to hear.
I thought he does planes as well.
Well, to look at it, it looks like you do a lot of standing around drinking tea. All right?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
All right? So I don't know whether that's the right impression to be giving. You know, but it's your banner, Roy. You know what the English say?
What?
He stands around drinking tea all day.
Oh.
I'm not getting involved in it. I'm getting out of it.
Well, I'm only saying, you know,
Did you drink mine or yours?
that's mine.
All right.
All right, number two, behave yourselves.
I know, she thinks I'm drinking her coffee. She gets a little bit touchy when it comes to a Costa coffee.
Uh-oh.
I was, she don't know it.
Nice. Got to go Royal Mail and Checkers.
going there, aren't he?
That's my old banner.
That's very nice.
Yeah, Mick, Zippo's trying to outdo you.
Hang on. I'm coming.
That's neat.
Can you see it, Mick? Mick.
I'm coming.
Zippo's trying to undo you, outdo you.
He wouldn't outdo me. Zippo's upside down, mate. It's upside down.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice, isn't it?
You checked as well.
That's
That
really
used-
nice.
That used to be up on the wall. Then I changed my logo over to this one.
Yeah.
Hey, Zippo, is that the one? Is that the one you're sending to me?
No,
You
he
guys are
sent it to me.
Right, you couldn't fit it in your shop.
Wow.
Oh no.
There's a space over there. Look, there's a blank space there. Look, see it? Right under there.
Big blank space right there.
Roy, it still ain't big enough.
What I'm going to be sending are
Over there, then.
one of the old ones and one of the new ones to each of you.
Cheers, mate.
And the big one, I may do a giveaway on one of my live streams for the big one.
I like the one on the left side. Well, that picture, I mean, on the left side of the card.
Zip, I'll put your sticker right over here, buddy. Next door to Rail, just there.
Talking about here from you.
Hey? Yeah? Oh dear, that's not good. Hey Mick, what was the news you had on your wife the other day? I had to go. The news on my wife? What do you mean, with my wife? Hey Mick, what was the news you had with your wife the other day? What do you mean?
Well,
oh, that's not good.
Well,
we got about 3 inches of oil in there, is it?
3 inches of oil? Uh-oh, that's really bad news. I hope that engine hasn't been running on that low oil.
No, it's too much. It's 3 inches
Too much
above.
oil.
Oh, 3 inches above.
Oh,
Oh, no, I thought you meant
the noise
below.
is too much because I'm driving.
You're
Well,
all right, mate.
3 inches above, that will cause a lot of oil burning.
I can hydrolock the cylinder if it gets into the cylinder.
Yep, easily.
We'll take it out. Your wife, when you were waiting. Okay, so what it was, Chris, the Scottish Projects, sent my wife a nice sort of birthday present on her birthday, and she wanted to say thank you for sending her a present. It was brilliant. He sent her a Prosecco bottle, and it was all made out of chocolate. It was really cool.
Yeah, let us know if the noise is too much because I'm driving now.
Yeah, no, it's cool, mate. No noise at all. It's brilliant.
No, no noise at all.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
It is pretty well soundproofed.
Huh?
I'll take it in. I've just got to go to the sorting office now.
Yeah.
Drop some more Christmas cards.
What, you can leave that on?
It's taking a little bit of charge now. In fact, I think on below 30.
Leave the engine run.
Well, Bruce just uploaded a video here about 11 minutes ago.
Well, if he uploaded a video 7 minutes ago, 11 minutes, why ain't he in the chat?
That's a good question.
What,
Let me go
even
ask.
better, why isn't he up on the panel?
Right. Let me go ask him.
Yeah, tell him to hit the link and come on up.
Last video Bruce Pender I saw was on that that generator. They got fixed up.
Yeah.
The pair of champion generators.
One of them was
Yeah.
okay, actually. One of them
Yeah.
was pretty nice little generator.
Yeah.
Just a smidgen more.
Yeah, just left a comment. Hey, Bruce, Mick's wondering why you're not over here with us on the live stream this morning.
Yeah. He'd be just got out of bed or something like that, he'd be saying.
He might be making a video.
That's a big side up.
He might be making a video of how not to forget to put the pull start into the lawnmower before you start putting the casing back.
Probably rude.
I don't know.
Bye.
Hey, it wasn't me this time. It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't me.
2 seconds, I need some money.
Oh, that should be all right. Let's see if she'll start up.
Tim can't join because the link doesn't work in Android and his PC has no camera.
Yeah, when you can't come up with no camera, I'm afraid, buddy boy. Camera's got to be on.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Sparky, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
I can't read nothing. What's up?
No, it's just wife's had a bad fit. She's sleeping, and Tim can't come up because he's got no camera.
Hey, Snubby, my favorite moments of you is when you're dancing at the colored lights in the shed.
Every time his lights pop on, yeah, he's got to do the jig. Someone's got to give him a super chat though for him to do it now. He's getting greedy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just about to post off some of these crimping things for you, Mick. You know, the join stack cables together.
Why did you have to tell him?
Well, because I told him, but I forgot to send them. I don't want him to think I'm an all talker and no doer. I'll be back in 2.
Okay. Hey, Mick, don't you have a clamp you can hold that bale with? You're muted, by the way.
I have a clamp, but because it's first time starting up in God knows how many years, I like to let go of it just in case.
Right. Hope so, Tim. Get you a little webcam you can plug into your laptop.
That's what I got. I recently got this webcam. It's the Razer Kyo.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the light ring around the center or outer part of it. Yeah.
I was going to say you're lit up pretty well. I've got to just turn every light in the house on to get mine. Mine's straight through my laptop.
I actually have a picture of it on my phone so I can show you through the webcam.
Cool.
It fired up, but the carburetor wants doing.
Hey, Mick, take a second and blow up computers so we can see his camera that he uses.
What, an Ash? Where are you, Ash? You're that one there.
Oh,
really?
That's neat. That's made by Razer.
Yep, made by Razer.
Cool. Neat.
I might try to turn it so the light ring of the webcam is not too much.
Now you can see the light ring of the webcam in the corner and then the actual camera. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you showed us the other night, wasn't it, on Worley's?
Yep, on Worley's. But the others didn't see it here on this one.
So I said it's weird. The price of it where it is where you are, right? I worked out in dollars and it was about £40 or something like that. But to buy the same thing over here is 87 quid. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lordy. Hey, computer, post a link in private chat where you got that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Anything to up my game on my live streams. I can use my GoPro for my live streams on YouTube. They finally got the rights to do it for a direct link, but it won't allow me to do StreamYard through my GoPro. So
right, I have a GoPro too, but the thing I don't like about it is it has no light. So
right,
I don't have enough light in here without it. So.
Mm-hmm.
See, I could take over Snobby's camera now.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Of course you can.
Do it.
All right.
What?
Do it.
I don't know how to turn the thing round. And if I touch it, I'll probably break it, so I won't touch it.
And then there'd be trouble.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Smart lady.
Well, just stick your head over, girl.
There you go. Got a flyby. Hello.
I'm drinking my coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, I like a Costa.
Okay.
It's a spiced cappuccino.
Oh no, not for me.
Zippo Fargo, the link has been pasted.
Not for me.
That'll bring on. Later on, I'll have heart palpitations because Costa coffee just is too strong.
Join the club, Dust. I know what you're saying about that.
I get the shakes.
That's because you need a bit of sugar.
Too much.
We don't have sugar, me and Snobby. You really, and I don't eat chocolate, so I don't really eat sugar that much.
Razer Kaio streaming webcam, 1080p, 30 frames, 720p, 60 frames. Ring light with adjustable brightness, built-in mic. Nice.
Yes, and the light ring is turned on by grabbing the camera at the head of it.
Actually, I will.
Rotating the ring left and right. That's how you turn it on and off.
And adjust the brightness as well, same way.
Yep, as well. And I have mine set on the lowest brightness because I don't need it any more than this. It's good enough. Right. As you saw, I had it clipped grabbing onto the tablet, but it can also be sat on the desktop table and aimed at you. It also has a tripod hole mount on the bottom of the camera too.
It's got a 1/4 thread in the bottom of it.
Yep, 1/4 thread. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
I love it already. Works great.
Nobby's here, and I'm going to hide his coffee and make him think he took it in the place.
Righty-o, we're going.
Yeah. I've got it in my list. I got to take care of Christmas first before I can treat myself to anything.
I understand that. Other people come first.
Yep.
Did you get it, Snobby?
Haven't you?
No, I didn't.
You did. You took your coffee with you.
You're joking, ain't you?
No, you took it with you, buddy. I see you do it.
You better go back and get your coffee now.
She's trying to wind me up now, isn't
No,
she?
Dirt Rider told me to do it.
Oh, did he now?
Well, you should have let him get out and get started heading back first, and then honked at him and shown it to him.
It's all right. That's all right.
You had him wondering.
Dusty, you're too easy.
I'm too soft. Is that all?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you think about it, Dusty, where would Snobby be without you?
I dread to think.
I know.
I dread to think.
I dread to think as well.
He'd be in alleyways fighting stray cats for food scraps.
Yeah.
And wire scraps.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd probably make enough out of microwaves.
Funny you should say that. I've actually got a microwave in the back of the car that I found yesterday, and I never took it out.
You waiting for Dusty to lift it out, ain't you?
Yes.
I did ask her yesterday, and she said, "No, I ain't doing it."
You got that, Roy.
It's funny. It has turned into microwave season right now.
You saying that? My mother-in-law's just bought a new one.
Yeah.
It's funny. And she's only changed it because the other one's too small now.
Those microwaves are expensive, even still today. It's crazy.
Yeah. Leave the old one out in the garden, Roy, and I'll pick it up next year.
I might have it here in the workshop.
This is to answer Carpy Chris's question. This is a 1950s tabletop Zippo lighter called a Barcroft. And it's new and it's never been fired. Then this is what's called the Zippo Handy Light. And it's the one that stays on my desk all the time.
I have several Zippos.
Yeah. At one point, my collection got a little ridiculous, and I had over 500. And then I sold down, and now I'm hovering right around 100. I've got a display case out in my shop that shows them. And I've had subscribers send me lighters over the years. They all go in that display case for them to see. Some of them are, you know, just cheap $10 Zippos, and others $300-400 Zippos.
Yeah,
But,
all of my Zippos are just $20 Zippos. You know, nothing super fancy.
yeah, the one that I carry, I've been carrying for 9 years now, is Zippo Armor, and the case itself is 1.5 times thicker than a standard Zippo. And regular Zippos are bulletproof, but this one, it's been launched across the shop floor. It's come back up without a scratch or a nick on it. It's been an amazing lighter.
Well, I've always heard those crazy stories about how a soldier's life was saved by the Zippo lighter. You know, where the bullet hit the Zippo. Yeah.
Hit the lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
In wartime, there were rations on brass and whatnot for casings and everything, so they made the lighters out of a hot metal steel and pressed them out of that, and then black crackle painted them. And GIs used to have magnets on their helmets, and they would just stick their lighter on their helmet and have their lighter at the ready at all times.
Yep, I've actually seen pictures of GI soldiers with that, and I always wonder how they got that lighter on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can just imagine how many people lost them.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they still turn up every once in a while as new old stock, still in the military issue brown cardboard boxes. And the old black crackle lighters, they were like in Korean conflict and the Vietnam era, and those lighters, a new old stock one that was never taken out of the box or ever used, is a $500-600 lighter all day, every day.
Yeah, because it's a collector's item.
Right, and Zippo just came out with new inserts. This is one of them. This is the plasma beam Zippo, and it, instead of using fluid, it's got a plasma arc that strikes across it, and it's got a battery inside a USB charge.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah, I picked it up more of a novelty and just to see how well it worked, but and I've used it a couple times, but I'm just so used to having that flame stick up. I'm old school. Been collecting Zippos since the early 1980s.
Oh, we could have got a drive-through coffee.
And they are one of many of my strange, weird, and eclectic collections. I guess my biggest collection is my tool collection.
Well, do you need a warehouse for that?
Do I?
Do you need a warehouse for that giant collection?
I've got a 30-foot to 25-foot pole barn on my property, and that's my shop that I work out of. And
Nice.
I have a 2-bay 3-tier that's chock full. I have a single bay 3-tier that's chock full. I've got one of the Harbor Freight US General 5-drawer roller carts that's chock full. And then all of my blister cases that are just stacked and stacked and stacked on my shelves of various types of pullers and testing equipment, leak down testing equipment, compression, all it gets out of hand. And then I'm still always picking stuff up.
Yeah.
On not my most recent video, but the video before that, I picked up a freebie snap-on case of 1/2-inch drive sockets with, and they're all snap-on, and they're all snap-on, and
Snap-on's expensive stuff.
it is, yeah. I never buy new. I always wait for the sucker that bought it new, who's hurting for money, and give him 1/3 of the price or a quarter of the price, just so that he can survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have any. My single bay triple is an old Craftsman that I bought in '96, new. I think I only gave $197 for the whole thing. And then Master Force is Menards brand, and hey, it's a running, and it's not pulling his arm out of socket.
No, I think he fixed it.
Yep, he got it. It's blowing a little smoke.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll clear up.
That'll clear.
Yeah.
Don't forget it was overfull. So
Yeah.
probably got oil in the muffler.
Yeah. The Master Force that I picked up was actually my girlfriend's former boyfriend who passed away, and she really didn't need it. So I got her a blue Harbor Freight 5-drawer U.S. General roller cart and filled it up with a bunch of tools that was overflow for me. And then I bought that tool cart off of her to help her pay off the credit card bill that was still due on it. And then I've got my mill, my lathe, my drill press, my bandsaw, and that's all just out in the workshop. Then in the garage is where all my woodworking equipment is. And I've been all over the map, but if it has to do with using my hands, I've probably done it. Everything from changing broken iPhone screens to repairing and replacing laptop screens to rebuilding engines and restoring tractors.
Oh yeah.
It just depends on what my mood is.
Yeah, frankly, it's better to be smart when buying tools, and I prefer the Tecton brand because they are a quality tool, but they're not overpriced. So you're not going to go into huge debt buying them.
Right. Have you checked out the new Icon series yet at Harbor Freight?
Mm-hmm, I have.
I picked up 1 1/4-inch flex head ratchet just to put it through its paces, and the only, because I've got a snap-on that's just like it, but the snap-on, I put a replacement kit in it. That's a 72 teeth. Icon is a 90 tooth. The only thing I don't like about the Icon is the selector lever. It sticks up too far off the back, and whenever I'm choked up on the wrench, I'll hit that and change the direction.
That would get tiring real fast.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully they'll listen to everybody. I watched the Den of Tools. He does a lot of Harbor Freight stuff, and then there's another channel that they went out and bought every single, in one fell swoop, every single available Icon hand tool available, and they spent $1,800 buying absolutely everything, and then filling up a 2-bay single tier stainless top Harbor Freight box with it. But so far they're loving them, and they're snap-on killers. They're just absolutely snap-on, like Tecton. They're snap-on killers.
Yeah.
I'm not big on fanboys. Mick.
Yo.
Quit. Tossing his tools.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of Snap-on, but I have never paid retail for not one Snap-on.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous to be paying for that stuff brand new.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they say that a man's tools reflect.
Our son's a full Snap-on boy.
What's that?
Since he's been doing mechanics, he's had 3 different Snap-on toolboxes, the big upright ones, and they go by inches or something, 58 inch, or how wide they are and how tall they are and all that. The biggest one he had a Mark 1 Cortina all over it, and that was about $8,000 just for the toolbox.
Yeah, I think Snap-on boys are compensating. The bigger their toolbox, all that.
Yeah.
Just like over here in the U.S., over here in the U.S., you see these guys with these trucks that are twice as tall as they were factory and
Oh yeah,
whatnot.
they put a lift kit on them and they make them like nearly monster trucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Mick?
think what they do in the UK, from what I've seen, they know there's like a lot of apprentice boys out there. They go around and they get them hooked up with it and sort of get them into debt with it, like they've done to my boy, really. But obviously, he's in a different kettle of fish because he's actually paid. He's stuck the stuff out and he's paid for it. But they sort of hook these young boys up, and I know that they've moved a little bit forward now because he's got some battery ratchets that the smaller ones, you know, they're very, very handy, very, very good, but very, very quality. They don't work any better than anything else.
No.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
right.
much rather go to the pawn shop and spend $30 on a Black & Decker 1/4-inch impact than I would hop on a Snap-on truck and spend $300 on the same impact.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's got other tools.
Yeah. He's proper Snap-on. He is. And I say I've got his trolley in the chest of Blue Point, which is
Throw that,
version.
Mick. Throw that across the shop.
That's a hex key
Lord.
wrench. I know what that is. I got several of those.
Those are nice kits.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
And the kits are expensive too. Like that.
No,
old
not
you
that.
just threw back.
That was free from a subscriber.
Okay, well, usually
That's awesome.
usually those hex key wrench sets are about, you know, a good $50.
At the end of the day, they all sound the same when you throw them. It's the same thing.
You can tell the quality by the sound they make when they hit the back of the toolbox.
It's just like tuning an engine. You can hear it.
Yeah. We're sorry to interrupt, Snobby. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. No worries. It's all right. It's all good. Yeah, I just say he does like he gave me. Well, he didn't actually give it to me. I brought it from him. It's a Blue Point. It's a Blue Point tool trolley.
Blur punk.
Yeah, you know, like, is it Blue Point? It's like,
yeah, it's Blue Point. Mick is calling it Blah Punk, like the speakers and the stereos. But go ahead.
Blue Point. I think it's Blue Point. It's like the second one down from Snap-on themselves.
Right.
It's still made by Snap-on, I believe, isn't it?
It's that's China made. Blue Point is China made.
Oh, right.
For the most
I thought
part.
it was like a cheaper version of Snap-on.
I mean, it's still decent quality and it still holds the Snap-on warranty.
Right.
So you're good that way.
No, he charged me £100.
At the end of the day, it all depends on how hard you are on your tools. If you're really hard on your tools and you want lifetime guarantee on everything, then it does pay to do it. But for those of you that aren't really hard on your tools and, like me, look after your tools, then you can get a cheaper option.
Yeah, I see how you look after your tools, man. They'll last you at least a week or two.
That's what I like about you, Zip. You're an honest man.
Blue Point are premium, but they're also the lower end of the spectrum as far as you have Snap-on, then Blue Point. Blue Point is what people will buy to avoid the Snap-on price. Yeah. And Jason's exactly right about the Milwaukee impacts and wrenches and whatnot, the M12s and M18s. Milwaukee's are really good. I stay away from DeWalt just from past history issues with them. Yeah.
Well, here's my take on modern cordless tools.
DeWalt is owned and made by Stanley Black & Decker anyway. So when you get a Black & Decker impact, it's essentially a DeWalt impact in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's my take on both of them. Both Milwaukee and DeWalt are in heavy competition with each other. So here's what I found from testing. You know, you drop a DeWalt off a roof, hits the asphalt or concrete, it's still going to be intact. But the insides are not as durable motor-wise. The circuit board, the trigger switch, and everything. Milwaukee's, you drop them off a roof, they're gonna break, but internally they're made of better components.
And I like Milwaukee's warranties a whole lot better. I had a 20-year-old reciprocating saw that failed. It was a problem with the right angle gear, the bevel gear, stripping out the main ring gear, and it was a known problem just on the head unit. The rest of it, and this thing looked like brand new, and somebody gave it to me, and I did some videos on it, and then Milwaukee was very interested to get their hands on that particular Sawzall, a reciprocating saw. So they sent me a mailer label to send it to them. And in return, they sent me a new Milwaukee Sawzall it was a $300 Sawzall that they sent me for $110. So
yeah, that's how they handle the warranties.
I was thoroughly impressed because this was a 20-year-old reciprocating saw that, like I said, looked brand new. But they were so interested to dissect it themselves
because
that it was worth it. It was worth it to them to give me that super deep discount on a new reciprocating saw. So
yeah, you would never find that kind of service with DeWalt warranty. They don't even come close.
No, they don't. Yeah, that's true.
Right, people. I'm afraid I have to go and pick up my little Smurf from school.
How's he doing? Is he doing any better?
He's doing okay, buddy. Thanks for asking. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's getting. I think a lot of it is Christmas, so he's on cloud 9 a minute. But he'll be back out here Sunday with me on my live stream on Sunday, so he'll be cool. But yeah, he's doing okay. They've had to reduce his hours, so that's why I'm going a bit early. They've reduced his hours.
Guys later, all right.
All right. Sounds good, Snobby. We'll see you.
Yeah, that's Snob.
But they've reduced his hours to 2 o'clock because he has worse afternoons because of his syndrome. So bye, Dusty, darling.
Bye,
so
bye, Dusty.
He leaves school about an hour and a half earlier, which just it gives him a better day. Yeah. So I'll go and pick him up, get some shopping in, get some food in for tonight, and then I'm off shooting tomorrow. So I'm not about tomorrow. I'm going pheasant shooting tomorrow.
You're going to enjoy yourself, nice. Nick.
I shall thoroughly enjoy myself. Get my gun out tonight and get it all greased up, ready to go, and my bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's cool. So I should catch all you guys Sunday, 2 o'clock if you're about. Which you should be awake by then, Zip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And if you can get in Bruce's ear and get Bruce to come on the panel, that'd be fantastic. Have a word with him. He says.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a notification that he has replied to my comment yet, so he missed out.
He says he doesn't like he doesn't know how to work a computer, but it'd be good to see you and Bruce and me and Roy up here one day together. That'd be super cool. That'd be brilliant.
Well, at the very least, we can have him over here viewing and commenting. But
so
all right,
cool.
Well,
so that's cool. So thank you, everybody. I'll catch you all later on. Ta-da, Ash. Look after yourself, buddy. Roy, you're a star. Zip, see you soon, buddy boy. Everyone in the chat, you're all fantastic, and I'll catch you on Sunday about 2 o'clock.
Okay, no, we'll see everybody later.
Good night, Mick.
Take it easy.
See you, Zip. See you, computer nerd.
See you right. See you, Zippo. See you, Mick.
See you. Be safe.